All right, so the question for this week. Now that you've been here for a bit, what are your thoughts on the fungal jungle? Nice, simple one.
Accurately named.
That's a Kenneth answer.
Could use more runes.
From my own personal experience, very edgy.
All right, Nolgrim, was that more ruins or runes?
Ruins.
Thank you.
I'm trying to get the accent down, but that's one of those words that's just going to stick.
I know.
Hey, more power to you to try the accents. I'm very limited to what kind of stuff I can pull off with that, and I gave up trying a while ago.
Surprised that fungus can have such a variety of effects?
You know, one of these days we're just going to find an actual pine tree down here, and we're just going to lose our minds.
They freeze you, burn you, clog your lungs, heal you. Cures what ails you. Really, you just have to toss the die.
I mean, trees kind of do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's those trees that move.
Mm-hmm.
Only in Australia.
Well, then you have to worry about the drop bears and everything. It's a whole mess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what was your actual answer there, Richard?
I don't really know what he would think too much other than, you know, this is more mushrooms than he's ever seen in his life.
Mm-hmm.
But my joke was that it's very edgy because we've just been going around the edges of
I
it
know.
so far.
It's just the perimeter of it.
It's like a puzzle. You gotta find the boundaries first, then you could build in.
Yeah, we haven't really gone that deep into the fungal jungle, all things considered.
Yeah, it's the reason why your foraging DCs have been harder, by the way. It's the life and foliage gets denser, deeper in, not along the wall.
Hey, I was pushing for going further in last week.
I'm not criticizing, I'm just stating.
Yeah, but we wanted to get to the Drought Fortress before anything.
Yeah, we've apparently decided not to.
All right, I just
Even
need
though we have the password.
Cope's answer.
I will say that Freya would be pro going into the fortress right now, unless anyone can offer a reason we would be better off going into it later.
The only one who disagrees with it so far is my character, so it's up to you guys. Like, my guy has been the vocal minority here.
Because, there's like the meta of leveling up and stuff, but if you think about it...
I mean, guys, let's get Cope's answer, and then we can have this discussion in character.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
problem.
He thinks he loves the jungle.
All right. Glad someone does.
You can count on the ranger.
Well, you see, it's like the perfect environment for a dwarven ranger. It's like a forest, but it's still underground. You got it both ways.
So, going back to the conversation about that, the Weekend of Burning's idea will not work because it's at least a week until we get to the wall, and that's a long way to carry a corpse, and we don't have any way to do that.
That's fair.
And even if you could disguise yourself, it really just depends on that, and we honestly I don't think are prepared to go in there. Not like level-wise, but I feel like if we can somehow get some other people on our side, we might have a better chance of actually pushing them out with a lot more ease. But that's what I was saying last week, and that's kind of what he's been saying. So what the rest of you guys think, he'll go along with it.
You want to recruit the giant?
Maybe. No promises there. But if we go in now, there's not really any way we can retreat with our cart because it's kind of a tight, walled-in area. We can't exactly go to the bridge. Hey, guys, we're just leaving. Go around in a circle. Go back down. Not to mention we don't have the food for that. So we'd have to leave the wagon here with Eski and either leave someone to watch it or abandon the entire thing.
I will say, from your experience with the tunnels thus far, that often, like the little lines shown on the map are just the best tunnels that you're following through. There's often like lots of little short dead ends branching off of these that just aren't depicted. That are still within the gap that Thrum has been leading you not down those because he's experienced enough. So for turning around a cart, you could probably do like a K turn or something like that and get it out.
So
I'm not gonna bust your
subject part
nuts over. Yeah, I'm not gonna bust your nuts over that one.
But we still need to find out how to get like at least 2 weeks worth of Eski's food, so we don't risk the fact that she might die on the way return trip. So I don't know. You guys can discuss it more. That's all my character would be able to throw in.
I am interested in checking out this site where you would point to the map where there's the next possible location at the north side of the lake.
Yeah,
So,
that was my suggestion too.
even if he didn't find what he was looking for, it could very well be something beneficial in the long run.
Isn't that also, though, where they said they had to stop because of the giant?
No, the giant is the lower, the southeast corner.
I thought we had asked them about going. We're talking about,
Check the map.
Yeah, the map. Loki's map is in the handouts.
Yeah, the giant is near Scorpion Base, honestly.
I think we're literally as far away from the giant as you can possibly get, while still being in the fungal jungle.
Also, there's an island in the lake. I was honestly
Theory.
I was curious about that island more than anything.
Yeah, the thing is I thought when we had the conversation with them, the island is where like their ancient city is supposed to be, right?
Possibly.
In theory.
Yeah, and they had gone up this way, but was it the Skizral they said they had to stop for?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Because the giant's all the way down near Mount Uraneth or whatever it's called.
I don't know, man. He's a giant. He's got long legs. He can cover ground.
Fair enough. But we need the opinions of everybody, I think, at this point. Because I imagine we're all sitting around the wagon yelling at each other about what we should do.
So I guess Freya would just bring up, like, what gain do you think we can get by going around and looking over that area? How are we going to be better off assaulting the fortress later, I guess?
Minimally, we can get some food for Eski and be able to return if we can't actually continue with the fortress.
Actually, thinking about it, maybe if we get the island and we bring the gnomes back, we can get the gnomes to watch Eski while we go over to the fortress.
Yeah, there's that. And then one of the things we had talked about is if they do realize that there's people missing from this watch room area, they might restaff, and we can thin out the numbers a little bit more before we make our way down. I know we had talked about that.
Yeah, and Nolgrim did make it a point to try to fix the site and make it more look like an animal attack, and also made sure to drag the bodies away and bury them, or leave them for the animals to get to.
And I think you fixed the stalagmites.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe we can even, bargain with the Skizral. I don't know how.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, but we don't know about that yet.
I think we'd have a better chance with the fungus people.
Mm-hmm. Also, one of their people is missing, and they were missing further in, so if we can find them, that might also make some goodwill towards them. So, I don't know. I'm not hearing... I know we want to go in there, but if we do that, some of us are going to have to stay back here with the wagon, or at least scavenge for food and come back, take the rear, and meet up with you guys later.
Okay. Well, I'm good with going in and looking for the fungus guy. That was probably the one who had talked to me earlier.
Yeah. So I figured few birds with one stone going that way.
I suppose we could use allies.
Well, as we're searching for him, we can forage for more mushrooms for Eski if we move at about half speed.
Not that it might not come up, but I'm also worried that when we let that one drow woman go, there might be a party of drow outside of the fortress that she's going to meet up with, and they could wind up attacking us from the rear. And then we're really fucked.
There we go.
Okay, so either way, it sounds like we're moving deeper into the fungal jungle.
Yeah, we kind of want to go like this kind of direction, so maybe spend a couple days going this way and then making our way down.
Okay. So
We're doing
gonna-
the slower march so we can scavenge as we go, I think.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because we definitely need to build up some mushroom stores.
Okey-doke. So you're going to be going 2 days per hex every week. I say I should find a better way than on paper to track the number of days, and every week I forget.
I feel that.
Yeah, so I'll just do this. Okay. And I'll check off the 2 days. And I'll move you guys over. If you guys want to start doing the survival rolls to try to forage.
I'll give you advantage, Cope.
Well, why don't we have the people who aren't very good at it give us both advantage?
Oh, yeah, because I actually have decent survival, I forgot.
Yeah, we can get, like, I think Taskill said his isn't very good. He can aid me, and we'll walk together searching thematically.
My survival is 2.
Mine's 3.
Yeah, mine's only 3.
Mine's 1, but I got it trained.
Yeah, I have it trained as well. If Nolgrim's seems to be the lowest, if you want to give me advantage.
Sure.
Nice.
Advantage for the win.
Yep. Otherwise, that would have been a natural 1.
Yep.
Oh, that was a waste.
I think I'd rather have lower on this on one of the results than having the same number both times.
Really? And then Freya, you can still roll 2 since you've got a 2.
Or you could probably do it at advantage because Ivy could help you.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah, you can do that.
True.
I don't know if it's just me, but it sounds like somebody's just mowing down on ice.
Yeah.
Like they're just thoroughly hungry and just chowing down on ice for some reason.
I've
not me.
been hearing that, but
If you're chewing on ice, by the way, you might need some more iron in your diet.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like if you really, really like to chew on ice, you might have an iron deficiency.
yeah,
Usually it just
I
means
really
I'm finished with my drink.
I mean, it's not always, but sometimes.
Yeah. That's
All right.
interesting.
Do we want to? Does Freya want to give us a roll, and then
I
I
did.
can?
It's in the bottom there.
Oh, okay. So Fergis is the only one that has success on the first day.
Hey, Fergis and Nolgrim.
Right. Sorry, Fergis and Nolgrim. If you're still collecting mushrooms, you find about 3 pounds of mushrooms.
Gotcha.
And now if you guys want to roll again for the second day, because you get these rolls per day as you're traveling. Fergus and Nolgrim bringing home the bacon.
Yeah, so I don't know what to do. We net lost mushroom. So she's eventually going to die.
That's why we're going deeper in, because it has a better chance of
Yeah.
finding more.
I will let you guys know currently on the edge, you're looking at DC 15.
Okay.
And anything that Thrum succeeds, he gets double. And he's clearly been rolling not the best. All right. So, oh wow, you guys keep getting a lot of max rolls. Between the 2 parties that were successful, you get 5 additional pounds of food.
And then we move deeper in, I believe.
Okay.
Because this is about the same as going a day, stopping a day, going a day, stopping a day would probably be worse than what we're doing now. So.
Yep. All right. I'll start revealing the next area if you guys wish to.
Yep.
All right, we're officially out of turnips.
A moment of silence.
As you see the last turnip just disappear into Eski's mouth.
Mm.
Crunch, crunch, sadness.
How many weeks will it take to turn Eski into a counter omnivore? Is that something that needs to be trained to?
A couple thousand years.
Okay.
We also are feeding the scorpion as we go, too. Maybe
Yeah.
it'll get big eventually.
Eventually, the scorpions will just eat Eski and you'll be good to go.
And then the cycle starts anew.
Come on, Thrum, roll a good one this time. Get higher than a 10.
Yeah, the scorpions
Hey.
being carnivores are going to help.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that when I brought a yak.
Well, I mean, what else would you have been able to bring that could have been an omnivore, really?
And we have finished with those 2 days. We have finished the scorpion meat.
5 pounds. 6 pounds of mushrooms.
Is that with mine doubled?
Yeah, I rolled twice, and you got ones both times.
I guess.
But now you're starting to actually get deeper into. You guys still get another roll each because it's another.
Oh, yeah.
That was just the first one. So.
Oof.
Ooh, there you go.
Heyo. All right. So first up from Thrum. Thrum finds 3. Freya finds 4. And Mike roll me a 1d20.
All right.
You're finding a special mushroom. I like to do that in natural 20s. Okay, cool. Let me roll something.
A mushroom attacks.
You find these 3 vividly violet-colored mushrooms that you vaguely remember from like some surface book that you read because you used to work in a library might have a medicinal application. You or anyone else can roll a knowledge nature if you'd like.
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, that shouldn't have been an advantage.
Well,
Also, I don't think I'm there.
yeah, Freya passes it anyway. They're just called they're called violet chantelers. However you pronounce that. Basically, as a standard action, you can consume one of these, and it instantly ends the poisoned condition, or any
Okay.
effects of poison. So if you say gotten another one of those clouds again, you can just munch down on one of these and end it right away, rather than against the over a few days.
So I'll keep one of those on the last round if anyone else wants one.
I'll take one if no one else wants one.
What are they called?
Hey, let me type it out. It's an actual like mushroom thing that
Yeah.
I'm just terrible at pronouncing.
I actually know the name of that mushroom. I've only from Stardew Valley though.
There we go. However you pronounce that.
Look.
Chanterlils?
Look, okay, I play
Looks
Minecraft.
French.
I know red and brown mushroom.
Yeah, I know, right? Listen, I haven't played it, but I've been tempted to try Graveyard Keeper. It's like Stardew
That's-
Valley, but with more dead people. It's
That's
my
actually
jam.
pretty fun.
I've heard it's really fun.
It is pretty fun. Yeah.
Listen, any game where I can cut costs by dumping dead bodies in the river is 5 stars. In my
No, you see, you feed them the dead bodies, then you can have, double the money.
Or reanimate them to be, free labor.
So, on the second day, while Freya was finding those, Nolgrim and Fergis,
Mm-hmm.
you were out there searching around. And you guys actually find in a little patch of the Shroom Woods a large dead spider.
Is it what is it called? A skizro?
I mean, it's a little hard to tell. It looks like a giant spider to you. What is known about it is that it's completely flat on its belly with its legs fully splayed out.
Mm-hmm.
There's claw marks and wounds around its eyes and head, but its thorax has only a singular cut running at length that's been pulled and split open surgically.
Is there any sort of roll I could do to kind of see the nature of the cut, like if it was post-mortem?
Yeah, give me a I guess
medicine.
Yeah, medicine. That would probably be the best.
Not my strong suit, but
can I give you advantage?
I was gonna say or investigation.
Oh, investigation.
Because I mean, we're post-mortem versus the purpose of it is two different things. I would argue. So I would. Yeah. With that, you're both pretty certain just by examining it that it was done after it died. Because you're able to tell that the cut, it's one singular long cut, and judging by the edge, it was done in one smooth motion. Nothing that's alive would let you just sit there and do that to it like that.
Is there any signs of something that might have been removed?
There is lots of blood, but your medicine roll was a 3.
Yeah.
Is there any tracks leading from in any direction?
You can give me survival.
Also, it's clearly like a regular bladed thing. It's not serrated or something. We'd be able to tell.
Yeah, it's like a clean cut. It's like a death. With that survival roll, Fergus, you are not able to see if there's any tracks or anything.
I didn't think so.
Advantage or no? Well, I'll try survival too since you rolled your own. 13.
Nolgrim, you are actually able to find. It's kind of understandable that Fergus overlooked it because there's lots of broken up tiny fungus and mold patches on the ground. But you actually do see what looks like a humanoid footprint that stepped in a large mold patch to leave an indent, pointing the direction that you guys are currently traveling, southward.
Does the shape of the footprint resemble anything we've come across, like the foot pads of a mushroom fungal guy, or
the fungus people of the Zan that kind of got these circular feet. This is definitely classically humanoid because it is actually barefoot. You can see the indentation of the 5 toes. It is slightly wider than a drow foot, though.
Shorter or longer compared to, say, a deep gnome?
It's definitely larger. You would put it comparable to a human.
Okay.
The cut itself, where did you say it was on the spider? Is it closer to the head or
the thorax? Its big butt.
Okay. So Fergus is going to do something gross, and he's going to stick his hand in there and see if he can find anything that would resemble spider silk or anything. Like the way they spin the webs.
Yeah, since you just kind of said it on the head, you don't notice anything that fits like that. You're not an expert on spider biology, but you root your hand all the way down in there. You have to get shoulder deep because it's huge and you're small.
Yeah.
But you don't come back up with anything webby. So it's pretty reasonable to assume that is what was removed.
Yeah, inform Nolgrim of that, and I feel like the further in we go, we might start wanting to watch for any kind of trap that might be laid.
Is it possible that what did this was the fungus, the one fungus guy, the Zan, who...
Well, he said that the footprint didn't match a Zan, so...
He did? Okay, I didn't hear that.
Which direction, from Nolgrim's, would the feet be heading? Towards where we're going?
Yeah, it's this direction, if you can see my arrow.
Yeah. Probably should let everyone else know, and to watch out for any like traps or signals that might be utilized with some kind of thread. And that's my idea of what's going to happen here.
Yeah, that's all for that day. So.
And was that the first day or second day of this part?
That was the fourth day because you're going 2 days per hex, so it's fourth day.
Yeah, I had meant the second day of that hex, but yeah. Gotcha. How are we doing on Esky food? Are we netting a gain yet, or just straight loss so far?
That day was probably a gain. We're at 4 days, 3, 12. Yeah, we're over. We've harvested more than she's eaten in the last 4 days because we're at 21 pounds now, and she's eaten 12 pounds.
Gotcha. I mean, good news there at least.
Yeah, that is good.
Mm-hmm.
Continue on with the 2-day thing, guys.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Yeah. Okie doke.
Another double day hex then.
Okie doke. So go ahead and give me those rolls while I move you. You're just moving straight south, right?
Yeah, unless anyone else wants to do a line different. Okay. I think it would be going down and then maybe going this way one more down and then over one kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. So good stuff. You're deeper into the jungle, so the DC has dropped a little bit. So everyone except for Freya succeeds. Get 5 pounds total there. Just to keep you guys in the know about basically how I'm choosing to do this, is that if you're foraging for mushrooms, the DC will be lower, but so will be the yield. If you're hunting, the DC will be higher, but you might get more food that way because animals have a lot of meat.
But won't necessarily help Esky.
Yeah,
exactly.
We're a little bit better off than she is right now.
Yeah, we got plenty of boar meat, and we're fine.
Yeah,
but
that's why I'm just letting you know.
She gonna die. So are the mushrooms getting smaller as we go in? They're easier to find, but they're just smaller, I guess.
I mean, we can find about the same amount that we were before.
Yeah, you're finding about the same amount. The DC got lower, because if you noticed, on that one, none of you guys rolled 15, but you still succeeded.
Yeah, I thought you said the DC gets lowered, but the yield gets...
No, I was just saying that foraging for mushrooms versus hunting for meat.
Gotcha.
Hunting for meat is harder, but with more reward. Hunting for mushrooms is easier, but with lower reward.
Gotcha.
So when we have the scorpion, we're going to hunt.
Nothing but hunting. Scurvy forever.
All right.
We're immune to poison.
And then unless anyone
I guess
else,
that's disease, though.
As a better, I'd like to go this way instead of going straight south.
Yeah, you guys still have another round of hunting.
Oh yeah.
I'm making sure not to short you guys because these are 2 days each.
I was getting ahead of myself there.
Mm-hmm. And then just one from Thrum.
Yeah, sorry, I have so many things open.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
He's the spreadsheet guy.
Hey, nice.
He's got his calculator on his desk.
You got 8 pounds there. Everyone succeeded, and you got some nice juicy rolls.
Yeah, got this open in like an Excel sheet.
Oh, I do. It's all in an Excel spreadsheet.
I mean, that's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
All right. 1 second here. All right. So you're camping on the second day. Freya, looks like you got first watch according to the camping notes.
Aye.
Mm-hmm. So you're sitting around. Do you guys light a small fire here in the fungal jungle? There's enough like glowing mushrooms, it wouldn't be like a beacon. But asking you.
Yeah, I think we've been lighting fires the whole time.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Small cooking fires and whatnot.
Keep animals at bay.
And I imagine we're digging a little bit of a hole, so it's not like you can see the fire like licking out.
Oh
right
yeah,
away.
yeah. I'm not imagining it's like a huge deal. But Freya, it's early into your first watch. Everyone is already settled to sleep. You got like a little stick, and you're poking one of the little mushroom caps you're burning for wood. So that way the fire flares up a little bit more. It's probably not like orange fire because it's got different chemicals in it. That just feels right.
Purple fire.
Something like that. But it takes you a second, but you feel a slight vibration in the ground. What?
I'm going to immediately use Earth Insight to use Tremor Sense.
Oh yeah, what's the range on that?
5 feet. So.
Yeah, 5
I think
feet.
it's a bit longer if you concentrate. I think it's 10 feet at that point.
Yeah.
10 feet. You spend an action.
Yeah, you put your hand on the ground, you close your eyes, and you focus on it. It's definitely not anything burrowing up towards you. You're normally able to just kind of feel it. It's the same rhythm as footsteps of something very large and very heavy walking nearby. And now it's not even subtle. It's very much you feel it shaking. And some of the mushroom caps around you of the large trees rattle a little bit as I hear a step, step, step.
Earth giant.
Okay, I'm going to do my best to wake people up without making a noise. Not that I really think it matters, because from the sound of it, it sounds pretty loud anyways.
Yeah, it's not even remotely trying to hide.
Yeah, I'm going around the campsite trying to wake people up silently.
Mm.
And then I guess they'll get the context from...
Yeah.
Thrum,
Here in the...
I was going to say Thrum would immediately douse the fire and start whispering to everybody, hide, away from the fire, hide.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and can I like make an attempt to try to like disguise Esky with like covering her with like a slightly bigger mushroom or something to make her less noticeable?
Sure. I'll say you can roll a stealth on her behalf. At disadvantage because it is a large cow.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and Thrum.
Hey
Thrum
man,
will
no
go
need
with
for
you.
the name calling, okay?
Hey, disadvantage is still a 22.
Jeez.
It's what he
And then-
does.
And then I'll stealth myself, which not quite as good because I was too focused on Esky.
Yep.
Yeah, let's stealth.
It's what I do.
Yep.
Ha!
Yep.
And then I guess the Steel Defender is just in the wagon, so it's wherever the wagon is. The wagon's covered, so.
Yeah, he rolled it up under a mushroom. Or had Esky pull it.
Yep. Yep, so everyone's all stealthed up. I'm just going to go ahead and assume Ivy rolled very high because it's just what she does. So you're all very silent as you hear the booming footsteps. And in a weirdly loud thing for the Underdark, you hear the grumbling. It's just kind of like someone walking along going... And then just like the footsteps stop for a second and you hear like the sound of a mushroom tree getting uprooted and just like because he kicked it in frustration. And then you guys see right where your camp was a gigantic bare foot just smashes down where your campfire was. And even though that you all don't have 120 dark vision, you look up and you see the giant of the fungal jungle. It is a truly hideous creature. It's completely hairless. It's got a lopsided hunchback. Its head kind of slumped forward on its body. Its features are bulbous and asymmetrical. One eye is normal size, but the other is swollen and bloodshot. It's carrying a large club, and it's only just wearing like a loincloth fashioned out of some sort of animal hide that you're not certain, possibly like a cave boar. And it kind of stops for a second, and it looks around with its large bulbous eye, and it starts intaking air through its misshapen, kind of bent nose, going. And it reaches down and it just plucks an entire mushroom tree out of the ground and just takes a bite out of it, and then it starts stomping away. It rolled a 5 on its perception.
I was sitting there looking at that 6 going, how does he not see Nolgrim?
I know. I was surprised too.
I'm like, oh, here's the TPK.
Yeah,
Hey, it's not a TPK if none of us go to help you.
Fair.
that's true.
But you guys remain silent.
That's what we learned from Cletus.
You guys remain silent as you hear its thundering footsteps. It does not at all try to hide its presence.
It probably doesn't
Fair.
have many predators around here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably the biggest, toughest thing in the fungal jungle, and it knows it.
Top of the food chain.
But eventually, it even leaves Ivy's eyesight, and you all can exhale.
Thrum's gonna try and figure out which mushrooms it was eating that was so large. Because if we could identify a really big one that we could just cut down as a tree and chop it up for one day, that'd really solve our problem.
I mean,
you're right.
You're assuming it wasn't just eating a mild hallucinogen for a good time.
I'm assuming it's a large assumption, and
Hey.
that it doesn't have some kind of tolerance against them.
Even if it isn't a hallucinogen, she's still getting fed. She's just going to have a good time about it.
Yeah.
Roll me an investigation, Thrum.
Okay.
Yeah, you're able to remember the type of large mushroom it is, but there's none in this grove area.
Okay. Describe it out loud to everybody and say that's what we're looking for there. He's native. He knows what can be digested. It's worth finding one, chopping it down.
Giant stomach.
Yes, but if we could take it in smaller pieces and just experiment with it and see if it's edible, it could solve our Esky problem.
I could try to climb up one of those giant trees, just cut some off the top and see if that would be more palatable than the bottom.
Aye, but we've got to find it first.
True.
All right, and that ends that day. So you're heading
To the southeast.
Cool. You're still moving at the same pace?
I think so. Also, I should add, Freya is right and about what happened, and I apologize for any ignorance that I may have had towards her opinion of that.
I would petition to skip a day of foraging and put a bit of distance between us and the giant ASAP.
I'm okay with that.
Nah, that's not a bad idea.
And just take a straight day to get to here.
Okay.
Yeah, looking at the cart, we've got about 10 days worth of mushrooms. So we've got enough where we can skip a couple of days of foraging. But if we do that, we can't branch off out of the fungal jungle. So let's beat feet and put some distance between us, and then get back to foraging.
Okay, so you move normally for a day. All right. So about a little after what you assume is the afternoon down here, you're very much getting into this is the jungle proper at this point. You go into like a lot more areas where sometimes you can't see the dazzling lights of the cavern ceiling because the foliage of the jungle gets dense enough. Other times you still can, but you're definitely a lot more. You're seeing a lot more insectoid animal life scurrying around. Of nothing aggressive at this point. Most of it is trying to keep away. But as you're walking along, you all hear a sound, kind of like a squeaky cry, definitely animal-like. It would sound like a young animal kind of doing this screechy sound coming from an area just ahead. And it's just going on and on.
Look at everyone else and what they should think we should do.
Why don't we creep up there and take a look on Fergis?
Okay. I'll go ahead and try to stealth my way forward.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you.
Maybe stay a little bit back.
Yeah, I'll stay a little bit back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you two put some space between you, and you advance up. You come across a clearing. And in the center of the clearing, suspended in between two large fungus trees, is a giant spider web. And in the near center of the spider web is a little cocoon. But the top of it's open, and it's one of those pale white paradons that attacked some of you guys earlier when you were out exploring on your own. But it's like a baby one, and it's like stuck in the web, and it's just screaming bloody murder.
Hey, that's gonna attract every predator for a mile.
Or, well, I'm not there.
Yep.
I could try to fire a shot and maybe silence it, but I'm not sure how accurate I'll be.
Don't waste your arrow. I think this is just best for us to keep on moving.
I'm just worried about the sound attracting other things while we're traveling through.
It's very loud.
Yeah. All right, put it out of its misery and let's move on. The spider's got to be around here somewhere.
Okay. I am going to aim at the little animal with my short bow and take my time to line up the shot and take a shot at it.
Yeah, it'll be a disadvantage because unless you enter the clearing, you're actually out of range.
But I'm technically stealth, so wouldn't that be just a straight normal one?
It's already tied up. This is just about the range here. You're not trying to catch something by surprise. If it was combat, you'd be right, but I feel like logic.
No, it's fine.
Speaking,
I was trying to just bargain with it. I'll try it because I don't really want to go into the. Oof.
Yeah. Your shot goes a little wide, and it gets stuck in the web.
Thrum's gonna start. Could he do a perception to look around the mushrooms up above him? See, not move and look around, but start searching the sky, so to speak, to make sure a spider ain't sneaking up on him.
Yeah. It will be at disadvantage because it's just at the edge of your dark vision. The glowing mushrooms give you a little bit extra range, but
okay.
Yeah, you don't currently see anything.
If you don't see anything, I have one other idea that might be a little dumb, but see what's going on.
You guys doing anything else?
So my dumb idea, I could light a candle, wrap a cloth around one of the arrows, and just torch the spider's web and run.
Oh Lord, no.
Like I said, it was a dumb idea.
It's not that important, I don't think. But if you want to step out there and take a clear shot, then we can skedaddle back to the others.
All Okay, but if I die, I blame you. I'm gonna try to stealth into the clearing, which probably be a disadvantage of stealth because it's a clearing.
Yeah, there's absolutely no cover.
Yep. As I stealth forward to try to get a better shot against the creature.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 1 second. Okay, you're creeping forward.
Once I'm getting in range, I'm gonna try to take a shot at it again.
Okay, just take it at normal.
Oof.
I will say, you do manage to hit it, but don't roll damage. It's just not like a kill shot. You get it through the wing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's now starting to thrash and scream out a little bit more. And you notice up by a couple mushrooms near the web, out from these tiny spaces that you wouldn't think something could fit, long spider legs appear as 2 giant spiders pull themselves out from a hiding space.
Nope.
And you see one of them crawls up on top of the mushroom and it starts waving its front legs around and it says in its scratchy, screechy voice, "Hey, knock it off! You'll scare away the prey."
Sorry, I'm just gonna leave then. I'm just gonna start backing up.
Go! You'll scare away the game.
Yep, just backing away. Just go right back to where Thrum is. We should leave.
Aye.
The 2 spiders click something to them in their own language that you don't understand, and they withdraw back to their hiding spaces.
So those were Scathel?
Those were Skizral, yeah.
Skizral.
They were definitely talking spiders.
Okay.
And that wasn't undercommon, in case it wasn't clear.
Yeah. Just gonna let it keep screaming. And, hey, maybe we helped it because now it's thrashing. So.
Yep.
Yeah, back to the cart and let's move on, shall we?
Should we mark that on the map? If we need to get back in touch with them, we know where to come.
They might be mobile, but we can mark it somehow. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys get back to the car. The Skizral didn't really give you any trouble. You were apparently trying to break up their hunting trap.
Yeah, it dawned on me as you rolled that second stealth roll. I was like, wait a minute. Spiders usually knock out their prey when they wrap them up in a cocoon. They're trying to draw something in.
Yeah, its head was very much exposed.
Yeah. Well, at least they let us know that we were scaring off their prey instead of becoming their prey. So maybe they're not so bad.
Maybe not. Maybe they just don't like the taste of dwarf.
I mean, I'd be 100% okay if that was the reason. So from here, do you think we should start doing the double time scavenging again, guys? Or should we do one more day?
I would say one more day. We're making good time. And how's Eski's food looking?
We're down to 9 days now.
I think we could take a day to speed up a trek a bit more.
Do we want to go straight south, or do we want to keep going this direction?
I think keep going that direction till we find water. I think curl around.
Okay, so one more this way.
All right, so you're going full speed?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to mark off the last day too. I'll do that now. Yeah.
We're gonna be a year in the fungal jungle before we do anything. We're already in 3 months in?
3 months total, but you've only been in the jungle for a little under a month. Yeah, nothing particularly eventful happens this day, so you're clear to move on to anything else you want to do.
So probably start doing the double day travel. Start trying to keep stock fresh and full for Esky.
Works for me.
I need to build a store back up for her, or otherwise we can't run when we need to.
Indeed. So I think it was me, Thrum, and Freya doing the survivals with advantage.
Mhm.
Oof.
Where are you guys headed, by the way? So that way I can...
Southeast again.
Okay, same direction. Got it.
Right into the trap.
Some good hauls. So, you guys find coast.
Huzzah!
Let me roll up what you guys get, because you're still foraging.
This is also fairly close if the map's to be accurate, where they said possible locations. So.
You guys had a really good haul this time. This deep in the jungle, it's becoming a little bit easier to find more of the edible mushrooms. So you guys got 8 pounds. Thrum's ability to get double from harvesting is definitely helping out.
Mm.
So yeah, on this day, you guys start breaking from the line of the jungle, and you're on the edge of a truly, truly massive lake. The water is basically completely placid, but the surface of it does glow a little bit because there's several like luminescent spores kind of in like swirly patterns bounced on the surface of the water.
Mm-hmm. Looking into the water at all, does it look like there might be any kind of fish of any kind?
No, I'm not even making a roll for it. Yeah, there's likely some kind of aquatic life you could fish and retrieve.
Yeah.
And the water does appear to be fresh and drinkable. Not that that's been a huge concern for you guys so far, but just so you know.
Thrum would look around the edge of the lake and see if there were any. I assume it's a little bit more mushy there, or muddy, or sandy, or what?
Yeah, it's definitely muddier, not sand.
Okay. Then he's gonna just look to see if there are any footprints of wildlife, to see if there are any predators that kind of roam this lake.
Yeah, give me a survival.
Damn.
Oh shit! Yeah, you see everything.
Mushroom bears.
There's
Mushroom bears.
A mushroom bear named Steve came this way.
Yeah. Barring anything small that's insectoid that would normally be too hard to find, you do find like large stab-like footprints that you might associate with something like a large dog-sized crustacean.
Okay.
You also noticed several footprints that matched the description of the one that Fergis and Nolgrim found by the dead Skizral. And those go straight to the water's edge, and then they just disappear into the water.
Huh. Is there any rut that looks like a boat could have been pulled up to the edge?
Not that you see here, no. And I'm telling the truth here because it's natural 20. If it was there, I would say you see it.
Okay. And do I know what those footprints are?
I will tell you with that natural 20, since you're seeing them first time yourself, they are not drow, they're not dwarf, they're not gnome, they are not human or any form of elven either. It is some kind of humanoid, but you could just kind of tell by like the proportions of its width. You can also tell there's like something that Fergis and Nolgrim didn't see, so that there's like a little bit of displaced mud near the tips, implying there's like long toenails. It's something.
Does it look like it has webbing?
Definitely no webbing.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me look at your sheet real quick. See, that is a natural 20, so you might be entitled to another roll here. Let me check. Depending on.
One
Yeah.
day,
You,
and I'm
you
not
would.
going to.
Sorry, go ahead, Michael.
I said one day, and I'm not going to be able to use this against you guys now because I'm telling you, I'm going to run a game, and I'm going to have like a fake, like one of those Bigfoot footprint planters, that being an
Scooby-Doo?
NPC. Yeah, I'm going to have like a Scooby-Doo villain who just plants the tracks, and you're like, yeah, it doesn't look like any creature that you know exists.
Yeah, you don't have a relevant knowledge skill to
Okay.
the roll. If you had like even like something in your like your backstory, I would have let you roll on the natural 20, but it's not good enough for this one.
No problem. So he pointed out that those humanoids are in mass, you said? A lot of them?
Singular. It's one individual.
Oh, but there are a lot of prints around it?
There's like some sort of like giant crustacean that roams this entire area.
Okay.
A lot of those, but this is very clearly a recent trail.
Okay.
Probably somewhat in time with that kill that you guys found, if they were moving at the same pace as you, of a single humanoid individual.
Okay. Then he'd point out that track and show it to Fergis and them and confirm that it was the same, and then point out that it went into the water if we need to keep our eyes out.
Yeah.
Eyes open.
Fish people. Feeple.
Good
Crab
hunter.
people, keeple.
Crab people. Talks like crab, tastes like people.
I was actually thinking about that too after I said that.
Yeah, the actual chant is the reverse, but I like reversing it because then you think about, wait, how do you know what people taste like? All right. You guys actually don't have any like random encounters or anything for that day, so where do you want to head from here?
I think we were doing a 2-day journey here, so I
Yep,
think we still have.
Roll.
So
You still have another round of survival. No, wait. Yeah, nope. You have another round of survivals. Oh shit!
Finally.
Rolled twice, but
Well, these are advantage survivals because we're scavenging for
Yep.
mushrooms. So
okay. Wow. So Freya's the only one that fails. Thrum got just utterly colossal success.
Because we decided to bring a cow into a cave system.
So, you actually do manage to find one of those mushrooms that you saw the giant eat here along the coastline,
Oh, yeah.
and you're able to crawl up of it, and you're able to cut off a large chunk of its cap, and you get 10 pounds of food from that.
and that's counting the one I got as well.
Yeah, I rolled them all
Yeah.
together
Gotcha.
because I treat natural 20s as double food rolls. So when Thrum gets it, he gets times 4.
Mm.
I'm rolling dice in GM chat is what I'm
Yep.
doing. So he normally rolls 2D whatever I roll, but he just rolled 4D whatever he rolled. So
So do we want to like camp here for a day while some of us scavenge and some of us look around for any signs of anything of note? Or do we want to press on to another spot of the...
Yeah, I
River.
want to find out what that thing is. I want to find out what the footprint
And kill it.
creature is.
Find interesting different cultures and kill them.
So you're pitching a tent here, so to speak.
Yeah, I think again, I feel like I'm talking to myself, but I think we should do that.
No, why don't we keep on moving?
I was looking at the judging from our lay of the land for the river. They said the possible location was kind of around the top rounded part of the edge, and it looks like this is around it. So I was gonna want to look around this hex essentially.
Yeah, Nolgrim would be interested in trying to find, some signs of what might be civilization or former civilization.
Unless we could do that as another part of a double movement, if we can instead of.
I say you could, instead of forging, if you want to, you could do that.
So like Nolgrim could be looking.
Like me and Nolgrim could be looking for signs of what the gnomes were looking for, while the rest of everyone else scavenges, maybe.
Yeah.
Sure.
You could absolutely do that.
Sounds good to me.
You wouldn't have advantage, but you could still look on your own.
Even if we're working together to look for it.
Oh yeah, if you work together, then you could do one roll. But I'm just gonna say that I imagine Ivy and Taskill and everyone else is probably
Yeah,
doing
because
that.
mostly like with my rolls, I'm counting it as me and Nolgrim working together. So
Yep.
So would ours be a survival, or would it be like an investigation?
This
perception?
would be an investigation or a perception.
What
Probably
do you-
perception. Now that I think
I
about it.
have a pretty solid investigation.
Mine's a 5 for investigation, a 1 for perception. I think he said it was perception. So what do you have? For
I'll let you use investigation. That's fine.
I have a 6 for investigation.
Okay, then I'll give you advantage for this. I'm helping you out.
Finding ruins is my specialty, in theory.
You just can't say it properly.
Where are you guys headed, by the way, since you're moving out of this territory as you're going?
Maybe I don't know. What about this way, or would you guys rather go this way?
I think this way is good to search because I suspect we might be going this way on the way out.
Yeah.
All right. Freya and Thrum are welcome to give me the foraging while I'm doing this. And then we'll still get more rolls after this. I'm just moving you here now. So Nolgrim and Taskill, you as you're marching, kind of break off the small scouting parties along the coast. You eventually find what you're pretty sure was the Gnome Expedition's campsite. There's these large square holes they dug in the ground that for an archaeological dig in the mud, but they didn't really seem to uncover anything. There's the clear signs of all the wagon tracks and everything like that in the mud. There's a few bits of stone that might have once been bricks, but if there was anything interesting here, it looks like they took it with them. Because you saw some of the artifacts and stuff they had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I suspect that clearly they didn't find the city, but of course they didn't go much further than here, I suspect, before they were chased away.
Yeah. I imagine we're getting close to Sisrel territory, so
Yeah.
from here on out, it might get a little bit more tricky.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to travel much further ahead without having the rest of us together.
6 pounds of food, by the way.
But yeah, regroup with the others after we investigate and continue moving on.
Okay. You guys can give me another round of survivals together food as we're trucking. Just needs ones from Freya now.
You need what from me?
Survival. Nice. Another 10 pounds of food. You're definitely getting a lot easier time now that you're deeper in the jungle, especially up against the lake, because this is like the prime source of moisture, so this is where all the fungus be.
Thrum, how are we doing on meat and stuff? So if we do start looking for animals.
No. Let's see. We've got probably a month's worth of meat.
Gotcha. Just checking.
Yeah. And you said 10 more pounds?
Yeah, 10 more pounds.
Mushroom?
And then there was 6 pounds last time, if you didn't get that.
I
put
did get that.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Altogether, not too bad of a haul. All right. Where are you headed to this time?
Anyone else want to pick? I don't want to say. I feel like I keep dictating it.
I'm out of character. I'm kind of confused what we're looking for. Are we looking for where the gnomes lived? Or are we looking for that guy?
I think we were gonna go to the riverside to look for the gnome stuff, and then on the way keep an eye out for the Zan. But I can't imagine he's gonna be this deep into Sisgrel territory, so I don't really know. I mean, we can always make a roundabout trip back to the tunnel if we want to go back to the drow stuff, and hopefully by then we'll have enough supplies to go in and out with Eski without risking running out of food.
Yeah, I'm fine exploring because I think we've got to get more food for Eski if we're going to keep the cart with us. But so where's the river that you mentioned? You said river. Did you mean lake?
I meant to say, yeah.
Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I have to say the gamer in me is like, but there might be an island there, and there's going to be good stuff on the island. I want to find this island, but in reality, no, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
That's a great place to build a fort.
Will it? Bum, bum, bum.
What's on the island? I gotta know.
I gotta go back to the island.
Just like I have to pick every freaking treasure chest and just to see what's in there.
Yep.
Risky option is we could go around the lake to go back towards Scorpion Base, but then we run really close to that Mount Uranesh or whatever it's called.
We already know where the giant is. Not there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's that big thing that says "Do not go." So if we just go around the island, the mountain, without
I think
going
he had
near
that
it.
because the giant was supposed to be down there.
Mm-hmm.
Unless there are more giants, you think they have a whole colony of them?
That would be problematic.
And there's also the option if we do want to go around back, we can head towards the other gnome settlement that we haven't gone to yet and see if we can trade. We have some gems, we have some mithril. Maybe stock up on supplies there as well.
Aye.
But that's like one of the options. I don't know what the best option is, guys.
Second gnome settlement?
The not the settlement, like the city that the excavation people came from.
Oh yeah, you would know from talking to them. That is past Faster Vault, off the map this direction.
I know. I thought that there was a way through it if you go here to the Crystal Lake or whatever, and then you can go from there to the other one.
No, he. I'm just telling you this because it's what talk. He passed by Faster Vault on his way.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of backtracking.
So never mind about that part then.
Just letting you guys know before you commit to that.
I say we keep moving here along the lake and see if you two don't sniff up some of the ruins of the old city. I like the idea of helping that group, and if they sit here for weeks and months excavating, we could leave Eski possibly and go toward the Drow Fortress.
And it also says there's a possible location of their city near that mountain too, which is concerning. But yeah, my idea would be to go around the lake and see what we find.
Well, let's keep moving.
Yep. So I guess double day down.
All right. While I'm revealing this, you can give me the survivals.
Wow, that was a long scroll to get back to where we were.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
We've gone a long way.
I forgot to click drag you.
Looks like
Yes.
playing ants.
I kind of enjoy the scale of what you guys have covered. It does make it feel like a journey, at least to me as a game master.
Yeah, it's crazy.
If we're traveling along the river's edge or the lake's edge, I would like to try to see if I could spot any sign of land out in the water.
It's very hard because your dark vision does not go that far, and it is like 12 miles across the hex. And I mean, can you see 12 miles out to sea? Because if you can, I'm impressed.
Not
So
when
this
you
is
can
more
only
of an ocean
60
than a
feet.
lake.
It's a great lake. You don't see the other side from where you are. I'll tell you that. Okay. So, I think Freya is the only one that still needs to roll for this survival.
First day Michael comes back it's all rolling for survival rather than bureaucracy.
Hey, you guys are making lots of progress.
I'm not bitching. I'm just saying.
Another 10 pounds. You guys keep getting lots of 10s.
I mean, I don't think we're going to object right now. So one more
All
round,
right.
I think.
Yeah, do another round. Something definitely did happen the first day, but it's unlucky. You're all going to die, so it's all good.
Only the finest of inspired confidence.
All right. Just get these rolls out of the way, and then we can.
So I think
think-
that's Thrum and Freya if they're not.
Yep.
Do
They're
we lose people?
They're both muted.
Oh, there's Freya's.
Yep.
Cope. Cope, are you
Cope
peeing
is
it?
probably on the toilet.
There he is.
Hey, but he's
Sorry,
using
I
his
did have
phone.
to walk out, but
So you get 8 pounds of food that second day. Back on the first day, you guys are walking along the perimeter of the lake, and you see inwards towards the heart of the jungle. There's like a large blue glow coming, and if you go a little bit closer to investigate, there's this large blue pool of like glowing grass. It's what it looks like. And on the opposite side of it from you, Freya would recognize him. It's Miku, the Zan that you were talking to before. And he's standing on the far side of it, kind of looking the other direction.
Michael, are you muted?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
she would. What was his name again?
Miku? Miku.
Yuku. Miku.
Yep.
Yeah, she would call out to him. I don't know. He probably can't understand. They use like the spores or whatever.
Yeah. He turns and he sees you. He like twists his body around. And he's clutching like a spear, but he starts like waving both of his arms over his head as he sees you.
Are these guys concerned waiting or?
It's really
does he
difficult.
look stressed?
I mean, it's difficult to tell because he doesn't have a face.
Yeah.
He's just waving both arms over his head. And he's just on the far side of this clearing with like growing mold grass, basically.
Do we see if there's anything around him?
No, he's standing out in the open.
Okay, let's go over there, I guess.
Yep.
Is he telling us not to step in this? Did you describe like a blue grass?
Yeah, it's like a blue-green grass. You can give me an insight as Freya is walking forward, if you'd like.
Oops. I keep forgetting to turn off.
Just Thrum, because he's the one that asked.
Okay.
It seems totally. It seems like he's just waving hello, Thrum.
Oh, okay. Nothing wrong with that. That there funny blue grass.
So Freya, you're out in the lead.
Yep.
And you step onto the grass, and it makes a wet squishing sound. And when you try to lift your foot, you can't lift it.
Awesome.
Give me a strength saving throw real quick.
Okay. Oh, yes. My worst one.
Yeah, you're let me grab my GM screen to make sure I say the right condition before I mouth off and get it wrong. I'm pretty sure it's restrained, but I'll just double check. Yeah, you are restrained. Your speed becomes 0s, and all attacks against you have advantage, and you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. As your
I
feet
think
are...
that was a "don't come over here" wave.
And as I'll move you guys over to the map.
Couldn't have pointed to the ground or
Alien communication forms. I mean, he couldn't have yelled. He wasn't close enough to hit you with the spores.
Oh, so what are you talking about? That's a face.
Listen, I'm having to work with the Fire or Mountain game art at times.
Yeah, I know. Their art is very unique. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Like they got their friend to draw it.
And as you watch Freya, also everyone can align themselves onto the grid. I just assumed like Ivy Stain.
from what I've seen, their monster art is fine. They're people.
The center of the pool, or not pool, the grass mold. I keep calling it a pool. It's described as a large mold patch. I don't know why I keep saying pool. Starts like shifting and gaining size and form as it lifts up out of the ground, and you see this lovely mold monstrosity pop up. And then we are going to roll for initiative.
That's no good.
All right, let me pull up some sheets. Is it not? Oh, it's up. Why did I put it there? Okay. All right. And then... He doesn't really have one, so I'll have to add it manually. Yeah, that checks out. Is everyone up on the initiative?
Yeah.
Like it? Okay, cool. Descending. Thrum, you react first.
All right. Thrum is going to run up here and try and pull Freya out.
All right, give me a strength check.
Do I click my strength icon or my strength saving throw?
Your strength icon.
Okay.
Yeah, you're tugging, but you're not quite able to get Freya unstuck from the mold. All right. Freya. Michael?
Sorry, I was muted. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take control of my Steel Defender.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have him full move. And then I'm going to take out my crossbow.
Mhm.
Rapid fire. Or it's not rapid fire, it's
It's semi-auto.
yeah. Repeating shot. There we go. Normal roll. 13 to hit.
13 to hit. Yeah, you fire a crossbow bolt at it. It's kind of weird, like blubbery mold hide. The arrow doesn't strike true, and it kind of just like pokes into a little bit before falling out as this thing. And if you're looking at it, it's not like it's standing on top of the mold. It's like where it's not reared up, it's attached, like it's kind of out on all fours, but its feet and hands are a part of the mold, even though it's moving.
Freya yells, "Keep trying to get me out. I'm sending the Steel Defender to help Miku."
I'll get your lass.
Fergus.
So I'm going to move.
Although he might not have a problem because he's fungus.
Hold on.
You are looking at it now that you realized it's sticky. And the way he was turning and waving at you, he was pivoting at like his torso, not moving his feet. So he's probably stuck like you.
Okay.
I'm gonna move up to here and bonus action light one of my Molotov alchemist fires.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna throw it at the thing in the middle.
That would get his attention.
Yeah. Roll me a ranged attack roll.
Would I have my proficiency or no?
You would have your proficiency, but it would be at disadvantage because I believe this is a bit out of range.
Okay, so I'm just going to roll and one of my attacks with one of my weapons, just because.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
I just want to say
that does hit.
I just want to say that despite being a much lower level, the dwarf party has worked better together than the evil party ever has.
I know. It's really something. Like during that entire siege of Fastervault, your guys' teamwork was just so in sync. It was great.
So it now catches fire,
Mhm.
and on each of its turns, it'll take 1d4 fire damage, and it has to make a dexterity check to extinguish it. So
Okay.
on its turn, it'll take damage.
Okay, cool. I thought I had like a little fire icon. I have a torch. That'll do. Oh no, I do have a little fire icon. There it is.
But hopefully that grabs its attention. So,
Mhm.
yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Nolgrim.
Nolgrim will move up to Freya. 3, 4. And float an idea with you. Would it? Because I imagine Freya's pretty close to the shore, quote unquote.
Yeah, the edge.
Would it be possible for me to use mold earth to kind of push the earth forward to wrap around her legs, shoving the mold back, and then continue past her legs and kind of create a moving embankment that shoves it away from her and puts her on, or puts basically just land around her?
That would be possible, except for the fact that it's not like it's water, it's actual like physical mold. So if you move the earth underneath it, you're just moving her because she's stuck to the mold.
Okay. Then I'll go pure blunt strength check.
Mhm.
That's not gonna cut it.
Yeah. She's really stuck on there.
Ugh. Got yourself mighty stuck this time. Let's see if I could. And he would start to swear on himself and prepare for another heave when it comes his turn around. Probably also say, pull yourself off using me as an anchor, encouraging her to use her strength check.
Taskill.
All right. So tossing the spiritual weapon here.
Okay, I got a thingamahopper for you there.
Good old spiritual weapon.
Yeah, me shooting my crossbow last round was more of a trying to get this thing attention, so it comes towards me. And not,
That's what the fire's for.
Miku. Yeah.
So 17.
Yeah, that'll hit it. 6 force damage. You take a little whack at it, but it doesn't seem to notice too much. Now it's its turn, and it'll probably get an attack of. Does spiritual weapons get attack of opportunity?
No.
Hey.
Okay, it does not. Okay.
It does take 2 fire damage.
It does take 2 fire damage and is doing nothing to put it out. It's currently on fire, and it is offering absolutely no reaction to this fire. It's taking damage, but it does not give 2 shits about being on fire.
That's fair. I just figured plant fire, it might help.
And it surges forward with a double move to get here. But that's its double move, so it's its turn. Now it is Miku. Let me pull up his sheet.
He hasn't moved on my screen.
He's right next to you.
Mine.
Yeah.
I'll reload.
Let's see, what's the range on this? What's the... Oh, 100. I see it now. Okay, yeah. So he'll have disadvantage. Oh, damn it, where did it go? Oh. Sorry, doing a thing. So he is going to reach into like a little sling on his back, and he is going to throw a javelin at that thing at disadvantage because it's slightly out of range. But he does actually manage to hit. I don't know why it rolled damage twice there, but it does 5 piercing damage.
Colossus Slayer. It says for the other damage.
Oh, it does.
So if it has a special ability that does damage to...
That's
certain
oh,
things.
I see. I forgot to turn it on there. That's weird because it's not even his class. It's something else I was experimenting with on the sheet when I was trying to figure it out. That's my fault. Either way, it does 8 points. Which doesn't seem to hurt it a whole lot as this javelin thuds into its back. Yep. Thrum.
Alright, Thrum is going to let go of Freya and say to Nolgrim, get her out! And he's going to step forward and go large.
Okay.
And he is going to pull out his battle axe as he does so and take a swing at this thing with 2 hands.
Okay. Oh yeah, that'll definitely hit.
Alright.
Alright.
That was a terrible roll.
Yeah, you notice as your axe cleaves into this thing that the piercing of your rocks around your axe doesn't tend to do as much to its kind of blubbery mold flesh, just tends to fill in, but the slashing is working fine. Give me a dexterity saving throw as you enlarge so that you make sure you don't step on the mold by accident. Yeah, you managed to not step in the mold.
Whew. I was wondering if you'd stick me in there or not. I appreciate at least getting a roll for it.
Yeah, I figured that was the most fair, because the nap was a little... Freya.
Sorry I blocked you, Fergus, but trying to give a distraction.
Oh, it doesn't bother me none.
So first thing is Steel Defender. Going this way using a full move, but that'll be all I can do with him.
Mhm.
And then can I try to get out, but just offer advantage for Nolgrim?
Yeah, I can say you can do that.
Okay.
That's like the help action, basically. Which is something you can totally do as a standard, so you're good. So, Fergus.
Bonus action, I'm going to give advice to Thrum about how to hit this thing.
Mhm.
So he'll have advantage on his next attack. Backing up a little bit. I'm going to kind of like sidestep like on the edge of this mushroom to try to get some cover from it, just in case.
Mhm.
And gonna fire off a shot. Before I fire, is there any kind of roll I could know to determine what this thing is, or?
Knowledge nature.
Oops, I don't mean to hit the disadvantage, but either way, it was a 9.
Yeah, you're not 100% certainly. It's definitely of the plant family for a mold. It's not like a beast hiding in the mold. It's a part of the mold.
Well, that's my turn. I missed.
Yeah, that one just goes wide. Nolgrim. Loki?
Was muted. Heave-hoing again, with advantage.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep, that manages to do it. You unschlick Freya. She shifts 5 feet there.
In character, I kind of just shout, might have been a good idea to have someone stuck in that. Maybe that's how he senses prey, and I'm worried about Miku.
We've got Thrum there to stop him from getting away. In theory.
Did you want to do anything with your move or bonus?
Yeah, I'll toss a hex at this guy.
Okay.
A grudge at this guy.
Mhm.
And is it move action? Or no, it's a standard action and don a shield.
Yeah, it's a standard.
Then I'll just don my Warhammer.
Gotcha. Taskill.
Alright, well, bonus actions are basically swift actions from Pathfinder, aren't they?
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, I'll first move the hammer over to hit him again for the bonus action. Spiritual weapon. Swag.
That hits. Yeah. Takes a little whack out of his moldy body, but he's still hanging in.
And I guess I will fire the crossbow on it.
Alright. That also hits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you hit it, you do a little bit of damage. You notice that like as your arrow hits it, it like sticks in, but then it's like almost semi-liquid body just kind of like pushes the arrow out, so it doesn't seem to do as much damage as it could.
Before it takes its turn, should I be bothering to roll damage for the fire, or is it like immune?
No, it's not immune to fire.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. If
I was just
actually
emphasizing
at
the
all.
fact that the psychology of the creature is that it's not reacting violently to it like a living thing would be, or
Yeah.
not like an animal. Also, it's just beefy as hell, so 1d4 is making very slow progress.
No, that's fine. I just didn't want to keep rolling if it literally did
No,
nothing.
it's not immune to fire.
Okay.
Is it
That's another
mindless?
3.
Three?
Plant brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not vulnerable to fire. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Didn't think so if it was spongy.
Yep. To your guys' disappointment, it appears that Fergus's guess was right, and it immediately turns around and starts heading towards Miku. So, Thrum, you get an attack roll. As it just turns, it just does not care. That'll hit.
You have an advantage in case you want to try it for a crit.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, just roll again.
Always a chance, you know.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh.
Oh well.
Let's see. That's... Yep. So you take another thwack at it, but it's not slowing down much. Upon Miku's turn, he's a smart enough fungus person to see what's going on with the Steel Defender, because he hears Freya shouting orders, and he holds out his spear to the Defender to bite onto, so it'll give the Steel Defender advantage on its next turn to pull him out. Thrum.
It's my turn again already?
You took an attack of opportunity, my man.
I know, but before that, I felt like y'all had pulled Freya out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Gombo. He's gonna shrink back down.
No worries. You don't have to apologize every time you do it.
I just feel so bad making you click and do stuff when you're trying to track everything out.
It's so much easier now that we switched the token art. Actually, it's better that way.
Okay. And he's gonna double move, or he's gonna dash, which is the double move, and we're at 25 feet, so he can move 50.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, Freya.
Okay, the Steel Defender is going to try and pull him out at advantage.
At advantage.
So, I did have a backup plan for his move action.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to... At what point am I in the fungus if I step there?
I would say if you're making a conscious, it's more than half the space. Yeah, that would be in the fungus, or then in the mold.
Okay. Can I? Because I'm trying to see if I can have the Steel Defender get to this space.
You can make a running jump. All you need is 10 feet. And
I would let you move action, run backwards to build up speed, and then jump if you wanted to.
Yeah. To move the Steel Defender here.
Yeah. Because there's no rule saying you can't backtrack against your own spaces to build up the speed.
Yep. I've been looking at the long jump is pretty nice because there's a feat that lets you move 5 feet and then long jump, which would actually give Thrum some mobility as a big form.
Jumping is surprisingly forgiving in 5th edition. My first
way
time,
more forgiving than you expect.
Yeah, vertical jump, you can get surprisingly high.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? It was 1 foot for each point of your strength score or something like that.
It is, yeah. So he could get, with a 5-foot step, he could jump and get another 15 feet.
And then Freya is just going to take a shot at him.
All right. Yeah, because I remember that I was playing a Dwarf Barbarian. I'm like, wait, so I can Super Mario jump 15 feet straight up?
Actually, scratch that fairy fire on him.
Ah, good call. That's a dex save, correct?
I believe so.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Why doesn't it just have this save on the... It is dexterity save throw.
Yeah, it's not very dexterous, so it fails.
Awesome. So it is shedding light, and everyone gets advantage to attack it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I do.
Your Steel Defender is restrained now, by the way.
Yeah.
As it's stuck in the mold.
Purposefully.
Let me see. I am going to... one... Here. I'm going to bonus action dash to here. And I'm going to pop a shot.
All right.
At advantage.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a good one.
So that's 22.
22 damage.
Sneak attack is on top. Bottom is piercing if you have to reduce things.
Yeah. Sneak attack counts as the same damage as your weapon.
Okay, I wasn't sure about that. So
Yeah.
Does that big hit do anything to it?
Yeah, no, it definitely does damage to it. It's a very solid hit as you hit the side of whatever its face is, and it like splatters it some, but it definitely does less than you would expect for such a vital hit.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna cut the crap. It's resistant to piercing damage.
Yeah, I
I was about to ask if you could tell us afterwards. So that means it reduces it 50%, right?
Yeah, it's half.
Okay.
It still takes damage, it's just less.
And that's what a barbarian has.
Yep.
They have it to like everything.
Yeah, everything except
Psychic.
well, no. That's if you're a bear one. If you're a normal barbarian, it's just slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, a nice hit, but it's a good one.
Yeah.
Nolgrim.
All right. Gotta bring his attention back over here if we can. So he's going to go here, jump into the muck, and then cast Armor of Agathis on himself.
Mm-hmm. Man, how screwed would you guys be if I had like another 2 rise up from the mold?
So very. Well, this is it for Nolgrim.
Yeah. Okay, so that's your turn. Taskill.
Well, bonus action to move it over. Yeah.
Smacky smack. Advantage too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll hit.
Then guess I'll move up. Someone's gonna have to pull Nolgrim out.
I'll handle it myself. Got the strength. Right now I'm playing the bait.
All right.
Sure. Crossbow.
Easy for you to say.
There are some words in there.
That one will miss.
Yeah.
All right, and now it's its turn.
It takes another 3 fire damage.
Nice.
Hey, little bits at a time, I suppose.
Yep. Okay, so it detaches its hands from the moldy base, and it is going to take 2 slams attacks against the steel defender. 1, 2.
So that is a hit and a miss.
All right. So I'll just roll the 1. Does 13 bludgeoning damage as it clubs the steel defender.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot. It's restrained, so it has an advantage. So,
Is it an advantage
Yes,
if it's restrained?
yeah, it gets. Let me double check this. I'm looking at it here.
I'm pretty sure we just looked at it.
Yeah.
attacks against
Attack
you.
rolls against the creatures have advantage, and the creatures' attack rolls have disadvantage.
So I
I'm
guess
kind of-
just
I'm kind of ignoring the you guys having disadvantage part because it's just your feet. But it having advantage. So I'll just roll another one, and we'll just say that's the same one.
well, I should probably roll another 2 because that could be a crit.
Oh no, I just say that.
Ah,
I just rolled 13 for the second one. Does that hit?
okay, that's a miss.
Okay, so it all works out the same. But yeah, it's very strong as it just smashes into your steel defender there.
Layer of the weird.
Yeah, I
Just
saw
saw
that
those
when I
lines.
came back in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I never understood the idea of putting the map title on the map. It kind of seems like it gives away the horse, but whatever. It's not a big deal in this
Yeah.
particular one.
I don't think any of us saw it when we first got in here. So
Yeah, no, it's
I
the
did
stuff when
not.
it's like I try to hide it when it says the cavern ambush. I'm like, yeah, great job, guys. This one's a lot more understandable because
Yeah.
you figure it out really quick.
Before we move on, I just want to say that was the nice thing I found on the Rune Lords one. They had an interactive PDF for their maps where you could just turn off all icons, all grids, everything. And
Wow.
it's so much easier. I'm like, why doesn't everybody do this?
Yep,
Anyway,
not
continue.
everyone's Pazio. All right. He is going to try to haul himself out. And he fails. This is very consistent with the reason why he was stuck in here. All right. Thrum.
Thrum's gonna keep running.
Okay.
And dash.
Okay.
And he's shouting at Miku, even though he probably can't understand him. We're coming for you.
Freya.
Let's see. No, can't do that. Okay, I'm just taking a shot at him with my bow at advantage.
Mm-hmm. That will hit. Okay.
For 8 piercing, and then the Steel Defender will retaliate with a... Ooh, or maybe I should have it repair.
Either one sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use one of the repairs. 2d8 plus 2. To heal 9 of the damage it took. And then I'm guessing that's a standard.
Yeah.
It's like a spell, right?
Yeah, it is, basically.
Okay, so that's my turn.
Fergis.
Okay. Moving 25. Bonus action dashing. Another 25.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to fire off another shot.
All right.
For 8 damage because it's resistance.
Yep.
That's nice and easy.
That's when it works out. Yeah. The sheer amount of punishment you're all pouring onto this thing, it's whatever the mold equivalent of bloodied is.
Moldied.
Thrum, you jumped and you got yourself stuck with seemingly no benefit.
What?
Nolgrim.
Oh, yeah, Nolgrim.
Yep.
Did I say Thrum? I'm sorry.
It's okay. You called my character Taskill earlier, and I just kind of like that aside.
Oh, well. Either way, I'd be using ranged attack. At least this way I'm a target eventually, and going to swing launch a Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay.
At advantage, remember.
Oh, at advantage? Oh, sweet. Okay.
It's fairy fire.
Right. Let's try it again.
There we go.
Yeah,
Nice.
that'll hit.
Wow.
That'll be 15 damage.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's not resistant to any of that. So yeah, you blow a nice little chunk out of it with your like spectral fists. I believe what you said they described as.
Mm. And as my move action, I'm going to just start doing my best to stomp around, or just kind of basically like a fish caught in a net sort of thing. Just try to agitate the web or whatever it is using this sense to stand out a bit more.
Yeah. All right, Taskill. I say the right one this time.
Yep, bonus action for the hammer to keep going.
Yeah, it'll hit.
I just want the fucking Hammer Time song to play every time he's winning. Oh.
It's like the 5th round of it, I think. I'm not sure what to do with my action other than maybe just move up and try and pull out Nolgrim, but
Do you not have any attack spells or anything?
not particularly, other than that one. I could heat metal, but that's not going to work on this.
Just future reference. Guiding bolt's like the best attack weapon ability on first level clerics.
I'll look at it later.
Yeah, it's not that important, but I was just mentioning it because I know I had to look at cleric spells a while back.
I got Searing Smite, but that's a melee buff and a bonus action.
Yeah. So if you wanna, you can take a step up here, and then you can try to haul Taskill out if you'd like, or no.
We're dwarves. We're dwarves, all right. Range is a last resort.
Also, who has that wand of acid arrow?
Oh, yeah.
Probably immune to acid.
Maybe, but I mean,
Worth a shot.
I don't know who has it. Probably.
I think
I
Taskill
got it.
had it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it could
Yeah,
literally be anyone but Thrum.
I remember Taskill at it.
Yep. So let's go ahead and use that. Let me see if it's in the compendium.
It's not in the compendium. It's something I had to make myself.
The weapon, the item isn't, but the spell is. It's Melf's acid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the spell is Melf's acid arrow. And if I remember correctly, I said it's because it's an attack roll one. I believe it was like a +5 is what I said. To hit.
Yeah.
You got 8 charges.
It functions similar to the circlet you can get for Scorching Ray, I think, where it gets a +5 to hit.
Spell attack. So that is what? Dexterity plus.
When you're using just the wand, it's an automatic +5 because you're using the wand's modifier.
You're not adding any of your modifiers or anything. It's just 1 +5.
Unfortunately, that one
Oh,
does
wait.
go.
We have advantage because of.
Oh yeah, you do have advantage. Yes, that still applies.
Ugh.
Unfortunately, you fire it's a slightly janky wand, so it like hits to the side a little bit. You didn't expect it to have recoil, and the arrow of acid just flies clear.
It's a good thing it wasn't a natural one, otherwise you might look down the barrel of the wand and it goes off in your face.
No, I just would have hit Nolgrim in the back.
Well, on a miss, the arrow splashes the target with acid for half as much.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
So yeah, still takes that.
Still
Makes
takes
sense. 'Cause if it's
2d4,
towards
I
the
guess.
ground.
It's so 2d4 instead of 44. That was not a good round of rolls.
Wait, did it
Thunder.
say half as much damage?
Yeah.
So you don't roll 2d4. You roll the full damage, and then I have it. So
Yeah, that gives you more opportunity for
yeah,
better
it's how it's
ones.
All right. Eight
Well,
and
you did
2.
1 extra point of damage, so take the W.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's not immune or even resistant to acid.
Oh, that 2 and 6 are added together. He rolled another 2d4.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so
So
he doubled
that's
the damage.
4 damage then. But yeah, as the
Don't you love early levels?
We're doing so much slapstick right now. It's honestly
you
hilarious.
guys have kicked a lot of ass. I mentioned it to Richard, I think. But like, you guys fought those 3 cave fishers. That was a CR 9 encounter for a bunch of level 3s, and you guys just beat the shit out of it. For the Fae group, I ran a CR 4 boss encounter, and they almost TPK'd. So
Yeah, we were sharing notes because my other group, it was like a C. They were level 10, and it was a CR 8, and they almost all died. But they completely destroyed a CR 15 encounter.
yeah, by
Wow.
I mean almost had TPK. They had an actual party member full on die due to massive damage.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a wizard that got into melee and he got stepped on. Literally stepped on. The enemy attacked with a giant metal boot. Anyway,
So anyway,
it's the Fungus Weird's turn.
2
It
more
is-
fire damage.
Yep. You're death by 1,000 cutsing this thing.
And it doesn't say it wears off either, so it
Yeah.
just keeps being on fire.
And it's I like to go with what I think creatures would naturally do, and it wouldn't register it as a thing. Either way, 2 slam attacks against the Steel Defender. 14 and a critical hit.
So a miss and a crit.
Okay. So that looks like it is going to be 15 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. He's not down yet, but he's close. If I had thought about it, I should have cast Heroism on him, but I guess that wasn't an option.
Yeah.
What happens if he dies?
Yeah, I don't know if the rules specifically map it out, but I don't believe Steel Defenders should get death saving throws. It just becomes inert until you repair it. It's just
that's what I was thinking. It just takes a couple days to repair.
Or you just use your repair cantrip or something like that. So it's like there's no like fixed time limit on it, but it also doesn't get up after it goes down. All right. Miku's gonna try to.
Yeah, the repair cantrip seems fair enough because that takes like a couple minutes to use or whatever.
Can't use it in combat, but you did.
So if a Steel Defender goes out, it's out for that combat, basically.
Miku flips his spear around, he jabs it to the ground there, and he manages to haul himself out of the mold. But that'll be his turn. Thrum.
Alright, can you get your doggy out of the puddle? And Nolgrim, you best get out too.
Nolgrim, you remember when you asked about moving the dirt?
Yeah.
What about moving him just out? Or close enough that we can pull him out?
Let me see if I'm in range. What's the range for that?
If only he hadn't got himself stuck.
Yeah, sorry.
As Thrum's coming up, he's going to yell to Miku to back up, and then he's going to switch back to his large form.
Okay.
He can't get to him this...
Miku still had some movement, so I'll say he'll just do that now.
And he'll step to right there, and he could technically... Is that okay? Can he reach him?
Because your ability specifically says it extends your reach by 5 feet, so you can still technically reach him out there.
All right, and so he's going to try and pick up the Steel Defender.
All right. Give me a strength.
No. Imagine after running, it would be.
And it's like a not like a good power lifting pose either, because though you do have the reach, you can't like, you have to like lean forward awkwardly. You can't like square your knees or anything like to do that, so it's a little tricky. Freya.
Because now I'm worried about getting it out of there once it's dead.
Michael?
I'm not worried about getting it out of there once it's dead. Would rather not have it die if I can help it.
He wants to save on the repair bills.
Let's see. It's just going to try and get out because by the time Thrum gets another go at it.
Alright, so if...
Hey!
Normally how this would work is you would uproot yourself and then you'd be able to move 5 feet and just get immediately stuck again. But because you got a natural 20, I would say you can move 10 feet. And if you're outside, then you're not stuck.
Well, shit, I blocked him. Can he hide under my legs?
I will say, with a natural 20, if you want, you can jump onto Thrum's giant stony body.
I was going to say, his hand's already extended.
Yep. Yeah, he can just climb up the arm.
Yeah, throw himself up there, run up Thrum's shoulders.
Yeah, it like the Steel Defender, you shut the order for it, and the Steel Defender just bends its legs, and it's got kind of like a few of those runes on the bottom of its feet, and it just does force damage straight down as it extends its legs upwards, and it jumps, and it just bites Thrum's thumb, and then swings itself up. You didn't even know it could do that. It's a natural 20. Magical things happen.
Yeah, it has an eject button.
Yeah. So it's on Thrum's space there.
Now, Nolgrim. Let me. That's not in the fungus, right?
No, it's not in the fungus.
You can aid him.
Yeah, I'm gonna aid Nolgrim. Give him advantage when he tries to get out.
Okay. Okay. So Fergus.
You know what? You know what this bitch needs? He needs more fire. I'm gonna try to take one of my flasks of oil and throw it on him and try to stoke the flames.
Okay. Let me see here.
Fergus is a pyro, man.
This will be at normal because
Would I be in? Would I be in? Oh, it'd be normal here for him.
yeah, because the fairy fire cancels out your disadvantage.
If I moved up one, would that be at advantage, or would I be in the pit right here?
No, that would be at advantage.
Would I be in the?
You would not.
Okay, because I want this to hit so bad. So I'll just use one of my random buttons because they all do the same.
That'll hit.
21. So I don't know how it would work, but I'm trying to basically get the fire to go. And
I
take
would say
damage.
it increases the dice size by 1, so now it's a d6 every round.
Fair enough. And then I'm going to bonus action back the fuck up.
Yep.
Well, actually, I still have movement, so.
Yeah, because you can attack before and after.
So that's 5, 10, 15, and I'll go ahead and dash to here.
Yep.
And that'll be my turn.
Nolgrim.
Well, given the situation, I suppose it's a good time to get out. I suppose.
I suppose.
Can I just take a moment to acknowledge? Yeah, you managed to grab Freya's hand, and two of you working together, you managed to unstick yourself.
Yeah.
What are you going to acknowledge?
I was gonna say this is the second time Nolgrim has willfully jumped directly into the line of fire to fight a monster. Like last time, it was the cave fishers, in which he got stuck on purpose, and this one he's like, "I'm gonna get the distraction," and just jumps in.
Rocking that 8 wisdom.
Oh yeah, no, it's not a criticism. It's a character trait.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And now just fire on this thing.
Yeah, it's why I'm trying to be the idea man, because my character is a mastermind rogue, so it makes me think of him trying stupid shit and see if hopefully it works.
Yeah, I like the creativity. I like it when people try to think creatively in games and not just try to mechanic it to death, personally. Taskill. Everyone's free.
Right, well, might as well have it swing at that thing a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that'll hit. Nice.
And I guess we're probably going to fall back, but that depends on if it charges people. So I guess I'll wait.
Okay. Its turn. Roll your fire damage there, Richard.
Womp womp.
Aw.
That would have been so awesome if it died.
Yeah. And then, with everyone removed, without making much of a sound other than its general sludging sound, it just sinks back into the mold beneath. Doing so extinguishes the fire, and it gets rid of the fairy fire as well. Because you don't have anything to concentrate on anymore, Freya.
I feel we almost had it.
Nolgrim puts his foot back in. Bring it back!
I'm very tempted.
Do you guys do anything else? Because if you don't, it's end of combat.
I mean, Fergis would be fine letting it go like this.
Miku, is this a trap that we should dispose of? Do you lose a lot of your people to it? Wait, I don't even know his name.
Yeah, you just know it as one of the mushroom people. If you are speaking to it, it is Miku's turn. He releases his spores. And he says, destroying its body would only slow it down for a few seconds until it reforms.
Aye, that it's best to leave this where it lies. Can't beat Mother Nature.
As you say that, you see Nolgrim's foot just hovering over it, like, very well.
Yeah,
Goes back
and
to
you,
land.
you didn't hear that, by the way, Nolgrim. Only Thrum heard
Yeah.
that.
Well, no, I'm referring to whenever Thrum says, best leave it alone.
Our friend here says that there's no defeating this enemy. It just keeps regenerating.
Well, we did what we set out to do and rescue the Zan here.
Aye, let's back off.
All right.
And Lassie, you're... Damn it, I had come up with a name I was going to start calling it.
Your Porca?
No, you're... No, he's much more creative than that.
Yes, I'm sure.
Hadn't you come up with something? I'll have to look through our Skype.
I think we came up with something. I don't remember what it was, though.
No. Well, it needs help. It's got pieces falling off.
Yeah, I can repair it. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. If you guys don't touch the mold patch anymore, it's very easy just to walk away from it. It's almost like for warriors like you, it's weirdly anticlimactic and not what you expect like a fight against a big monster to be. Like, okay, it's over.
Yeah, when you say it's easy to walk away, no, it isn't. Nolgrim almost stuck its foot back in there.
Yeah. But it's not like it's like a dragon snapping at you or something like that. It's no sound. It's just, okay, it's over, guys. We can set up camp. Speaking of which, I think this would be an ideal time for a bio if anyone needs it.
Yeah, I'll take one.
Yeah.
I'm going to take one myself. I'm back.
You.
I am as well.
Was I ever really here?
I don't know. You tell me, Kenneth.
That is the question. I showed you guys that I was working on Blades in the Dark. And,
Yep.
That system seems very interesting. The
Yeah,
whole point is to plan nothing ahead, but make the players feel like they did.
I'm adapting some concepts from that for the Star Wars heist idea I had. Because it's a fun system where you just earn points and then you can like spend the point to retroactively say you planned something.
Yeah, well, all your inventory slots, which I think are called load, are retroactive, but you only have so many of them you can use based on whether you're carrying a heavy, medium, or light load that you decide before you enter an encounter. So you could say, like, I pull out my pistol and shoot him. So now one of your load is taken by that pistol. And so slowly you fill up your inventory. And once your load is filled, those are the items that you have. You can't pull any more out.
Yeah. I pull a lot of reference for that because it's kind of, in my opinion, like the gold standard if you want to run a heist-based story. Because in a heist movie, we all want to be, Ocean's 11, where it's like it was all a part of the plan the whole time. We're completely on top of it. But it's also like really hard for every player, including myself, to be that actually on top of everything at all times. So
yeah, like if I ever ran Shadowrun again, I know there are concepts from Blades in the Dark that I would move over because it's so useful.
Oh yeah, because using those points is such a fun way to be able to say, no, you guys retroactively had this planned, Suddenly you getting apprehended by the guards because of rolling a 2 isn't you screwing up. You're like, haha, but I actually swapped out the goods last time. Flashback.
It's actually
this is part of the plan.
It's the points are like your health in that game. So to do a flashback, you can say, oh, I planted a trap here, but then you lose 2 stress, which is when you got there, you were caught and you got in a fight or something, but you took them out and you were able to plant it there. And so you take those points from the night before and you apply them then, and then you only start getting actual wounds when all of your stress is gone.
All right, is everyone back?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Unless Loki's not back, I don't know.
I'm here.
Okay. So yeah, you guys put a little bit of distance between yourself and the giant mold patch. Probably just more of comfort than anything else. Miku disperses his spores and he lets you know that so long as you don't touch it, it won't rise up and try to consume you. He was chasing prey and he got careless, and that's how he got stuck. He very much thanks everyone for.
I believe we ran into your hunting party a week or 2 back now.
Good. So they are returning to Zan. It is nice to know that they were successful then.
I would look at the other group. Should we offer to accompany him back? Maybe. I mean, could be a good way to build relations with the Zan.
I think that'd be a good idea. Make sure he gets there safely for sure. Best travel in numbers, apparently.
I would not turn down. Once again, he's speaking in your head. I would not turn down the offer of an escort. I owe you a great deal, but if I must ask, what are all of you doing out this far in the jungle?
Exploring at this point. We went across the entrance to the Drow stronghold, but weren't quite feeling up to make any move on that yet, so decided to see what was out here.
We're also busy scavenging resources for our pack animal. Point to the wagon.
What are you doing all the way out here?
I am also exploring. I separated from my group because I wish to press into parts of the jungle that I had never been to before, away from normal Zan hunting trails.
Well, doesn't sound like you want to go back.
I would like to return to Zan at some point, but if you are doing that which I came out here to do myself, if you would be willing, I would like to accompany you for a short while. There are many mysteries to my home that most of my people do not wish to see. They call me reckless for being curious.
I believe part of our plan was to go around the perimeter of the lake. Perhaps you can accompany us there, and we can make our way to Zan afterwards.
Yes, this sounds good.
I don't mind taking him along until we happen to cross by Zan again.
Yeah. If we do the perimeter of the lake, it'll only be a short jaunt from there to Zan, and that should help his curiosity a little bit.
If we get into any fights, just leave it to us, though.
Yeah.
I am not an incapable warrior. I can assist.
Perhaps in trade for accompanying us, you could help and point to Ivy. Help her. We often have her protect our cart and pack animal, in the chance that there might be something attacking it while we're away from the beaten path. If you would like to assist in that manner.
Uncomfortably long, like eye contact with both Ivy and the cow, the yak, and says, "Releases spores." Yes, I can do this. Also, if we were to return to Zan, I'd be willing to speak to the alchemist on your behalf to perhaps let you into the city. It is the least I can do for rescuing me when I was caught up by my own recklessness.
I mean, that couldn't hurt at all.
We all step in shit every now and then.
You just got to make sure you have people around who can help you when you do.
God, the Zan learning slang from Thrum. I just pictured that, and I am now really worried. Just the civilization learning slang from Thrum.
Yeah, when Thrum does say shit, he looks at him and his mushroom head cocks just like imperceptibly a little bit to the side, but then he doesn't address it. He's processing. He knows what defecation is, but he himself does not shit.
Right. But he tracks using animal feces, I imagine.
Oh yeah, no,
He's just never heard the word shit.
He's aware.
Yeah.
And he understands what your meaning is because that's how his telepathic translation works.
Ah.
So it's like
he just learned a new word.
He understands word meaning. It's just sometimes when you speak in like metaphors, or I'm forgetting the right word. They made an entire Archer episode where it was a joke about it. Well, it's like when people say, the ball is in your court, he would have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. But yeah. Probably best to continue on then.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Hi ho, hi ho.
Yeah, he does also introduce himself to all of you because he only talked to Freya.
Yeah.
A couple times over. He's weirdly talkative as well because he keeps releasing spores to speak to you as you walk, but it's still he's kind of got like his own silent talking, but he does it a lot because he likes conversation. And at least 4 times across the next couple days, he will all bring up the same thing that he brought up to Freya, with that he doesn't understand why you don't name your city Dwarf, because that would be more reasonable. It's why the Zan are from
Can
Zan.
Nolgrim explain the history of the name?
You can try. Roll a knowledge history.
Well, you see.
Really? Come on. History is my thing, especially dwarven history.
No. See, this is great because you know everything about Dammerhall except you have one of those one weird memory blanks. You're like, why is it called Dammerhall?
Wait, wasn't there something where stone cutting applied to history or no? No.
You're not talking about geology. You're
I got
talking
you.
about
No.
the history of the city.
You see, it used to be a hall when people would go to. They were always in trouble, so they always said "damn" when they went to it, and it went from "damn it hall" to Dammerhall.
No, boy, that's wrong. Every time they walked into the hall, they thought it was so impressive, they looked up and said, damn.
I like my option better.
Can't find a good one under 100.
Or over 100, it seems, kind of staring at Thrum.
Miku says, so the ceiling was withholding a great deal of water?
In a manner of speaking.
Ivy's sitting like right there. Oh boy, we got a live one.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't just call the cities dwarf because there's a lot of them, and the accomplishments of our ancestors are a source of pride. So if every city was dwarf, it'd get confusing.
I see. It would seem dwarves regard cycles differently than the Zan. This is interesting. All right. Where are you guys headed?
Yeah. And up there's a big yellow orb, and that's how we count how many days it's been.
Alright.
I imagine we'll keep going around the coastline.
Yeah.
Hey, trying to make a circle around the water.
Are you still going slow?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, let's do it slow for a day while we talk with
I think when we get to the bottom, we should start making single day taxes, because I don't really want to be around that mountain more than we have to right now.
Yeah.
Are there any
But-
bonuses with having Zan helping us out? Or yeah, Miko.
Yeah, I was gonna let you know when you guys were rolling. He has a lot of knowledge of the fungal jungle, so it's not gonna reduce the DCs, but it will increase your yield.
Oh,
Because
God, yes.
He knows what he's talking about.
That's what we need.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It'll be a slightly smaller boost for fungus because he doesn't normally eat fungus, but he's knowledgeable about them. So he like has to communicate with you a little bit what you might find poisonous.
Yeah, so
He's
like,
immune to all that, but
yeah. But if we can show him the edible ones, he can say like, oh,
Yeah.
well, they like where there are rocks and go
Yeah.
straight to that.
You're pioneers, and you just met your Sacagawea, basically. You're
Yeah.
like, we're picking these around the bushes, and he comes back from the grove carrying an armful. And he's like, I found these.
Question: does he sleep during the night?
He does not. He's kind of got like I imagine it's okay. Fun fact: Myconoid is not an actual player race. It's a monster, so they don't really talk about it. But I imagine it's something similar to a Warforged Sentinel sleep, where it's like he just kind of like goes rigid for like 6 hours, but he still makes perception checks around him.
Yeah.
Just kind of thinks.
I was gonna add, like, during the nights and stuff, he would actually go like in detail and start talking to him during his watch about the surface and Corsiconia and all that stuff. Since he seems to be very interested in stuff, so he'd be describing to him the surface world and everything.
Yeah, he's very interested in all that. Also, he doesn't eat.
Yeah.
He only consumes moisture.
Water.
So long as he's in an area of enough moisture, he's totally fine.
The perfect party member.
Yeah.
Just dish Ivy back at the city of Zan and then move on.
Yeah.
Got a new guy.
Well, she was small, so she's better than everybody else.
He's still good for recon.
Yep.
And
I
one
get it.
less pound of food. And similar to what Fergis would do, since there is a companion there to talk to, Thrum would talk, but just the opposite. He'd be probably pestering Mika with questions about the Underdark.
Yeah, his knowledge is pretty much exclusively limited to the fungal jungle, but he's able to talk a lot about a lot of the native wildlife.
Yeah, so
and
as
stuff
soon as Thrum figures that out, that this is his only place, he'd start really asking him a ton of questions about the mushrooms and each one every night. Now, tell me again, where does this one grow best that is edible by us, so that Thrum maybe can learn how to better find them.
Yeah.
Also, maybe ask him about the giant too during the nights. If he knows anything about the giant that roams
you
the
can ask.
jungle. Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would ask that probably at one point.
He will also be able, when I have you roll for like those random special mushrooms that have other effects, he'll just basically be able to describe to you what they do immediately.
Gotcha.
So anyway, another hex. Roll me the foraging rolls while I mark off the days.
So it's me, Thrum, and Freya at advantage again.
Yep.
Now that the DC is lower, would it be smarter for us to all forage? And that would increase the yield, which is harder to get now, and more important is
Probably.
to get more.
Yeah,
So
after this one, we could probably start doing it.
yeah, let's do that.
solo.
Next.
So if Freya wants to. There we go. So let's see here. With Miku's help, you get 13 pounds of mushrooms.
Nice.
Well, since now we have another member with us, couldn't someone who's currently offering advantage or something now search with advantage? Or couldn't we?
Because you had 6 of you before. You were breaking off into groups of 2 as you were traveling.
Yeah. Let's try it one time with all of us rolling. And
I would say maybe have what's her name? Ivy.
For the sake of
somebody else.
Yeah, for the sake of simplicity, I will say Miku and Ivy will only ever give assistance, so that way we don't flood the chat with rolls, just to make it easier.
And Nolgrim can continue to do his history stuff, searching for the ruins.
Yeah, if that's something Nolgrim would like to do instead of foraging.
Absolutely.
Yep. So me and Thrum maybe get advantage since I think we have some of the higher ones.
Yeah.
Or I think. Yeah, I have a 3. He has a 3. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Roll that shit.
And everyone else can roll separately.
Taskill and Freya can roll straight.
Oh wait, am I doing history or?
If you're searching for ruins, yeah, that would be investigation.
Okay, well it's the same bonus, so.
Okay, so we'll just keep the 18. All right, Fergus succeeds with a natural 1. Wait, no, that would be a 6, wouldn't it, Fergus? Because you're not.
No, it's an advantage because I'm using.
Yeah, you're getting help. Sorry.
Yeah. It's me and Thrum that are getting help.
Fergus succeeds. Taskill succeeds. Freya fails. Thrum succeeds. So.
Hell, Taskill had the highest survival all along.
Oh wow, he has a +4. Why isn't he rolling? I thought he had lower.
It's because he's got the highest wisdom.
Yeah. Okay. I'm definitely not taking advantage next time. He can have it.
Mm-hmm. All right. So let's see. That's.
Yeah, I thought you had a +2. My bad. I must have misheard earlier.
Then. Oh wow! I got a super high roll. Between the critical, Miku's help, and everything, you guys managed to find a big bushel of stuff, as well as you found like another one of those edible trees from the giant. And Miku instructs you how to better harvest it. You got 20 pounds.
Nice. How much does it eat per day, pound-wise?
4.
Nice.
Yeah, that's big.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're really starting to get the hang of this now.
Wait, why are we giving the people with the good rolls the advantage?
Yeah, I was sitting here thinking that.
Wouldn't it make more sense to give people with the bad rolls the advantage?
I think so.
It makes more sense now that the DCs are lower. When you guys were on the edge and it was harder, it made more sense.
Yeah, that's when we started doing it because we had to get high rolls because we had to get at least 15.
I would still say, right. I'd still say let Thrum have advantage, and then Freya, since hers is shorter, because Thrum, if he gets it, gets double.
Yeah, if he gets a critical, he gets 2.
Yeah, a lot.
Well, everything he harvests twice as much as everyone else from his rank.
So instead of me getting an advantage from now on, we'll give it to Freya.
Yeah. Because it's really, at this low of a modifier, it's really about the dice roll.
Yeah. We were slow on the switch off there. We probably should have been doing that for a while now, but we were doing it before because the high rolls.
I will say this. It makes sense in character because you're all just, as the longer you're here, you're getting more used to surviving here. when you first enter the fungal jungle, it's all alien, it's all new. You're not really like thinking, but now you're getting deeper in. You're working with Miku. You're getting used to it, so you're optimizing your foraging strategies.
Yep, makes sense.
All right, so that's 2 days. Or actually, no, that was 2 days. So
Yes.
where to next?
Was it? Did anything come of that? 18.
Oh, right. Sorry. Let's see here. You're not finding a whole hell of a lot searching the coast. You are definitely finding a few interesting things. You occasionally find like an old plank that's got like a few like gnomish iconography on it. That's very old, that like was embedded in the mud, almost like fossilized. You find like a few stones as well, and interestingly enough, like a few like sprockets and worked pieces of metal.
Probably pick up some of that so we can give it to gnome guy if we run across him.
Yeah, it's pretty rusted at this point.
Would I be able to use any sort of knowledge to discern if... Does it seem like this stuff kind of washed ashore, like there might be something to the island idea, and that this stuff might just fell in the water and just kind of got washed away with whatever currents are within the lake?
Roll me a knowledge nature.
Could I assist him?
Yeah, if he's bringing this to the...
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. You can workshop it.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Never mind.
Need it anyway.
He doesn't need it. Yeah, you're pretty sure that this water doesn't really have like a tide or anything.
Mhm.
Some of this stuff is probably coming ashore. While you're talking about it, you've been overhearing mental conversations with Miku and stuff like that, and I think the Zan themselves mentioned it as well. That there was once a I forgot what they call it, but like the great inferno or upset from the island, and you think that maybe in some sort of blast, perhaps volcanic, some of this stuff got pushed out from somewhere in the lake.
Very interesting.
The island theory is holding water.
No.
I see what you did there.
Listen, I gotta get him in where I can. Listen, some people in my work chat made a mistake of starting to reference bear magic cards, like the animal. So I just started throwing all kinds of bear puns at them until they hated everything I said. I said, I have to say, this conversation is pretty unbearable. Bear with me while I get caught up on the text.
I can barely contain my excitement.
My personal favorite one was I said, I have more puns and facts, but I'll save those for another Ursa day.
My favorite go-to is still, I'm going to beat you up with my bare hands.
Yeah.
But
All right. So yeah, that was a solid nat 20 there. Freaking Indiana dwarf over here.
That's right. He would be taking notes of that and, kind of start locating, his findings on the shore with the intent on leaving it hopefully somewhere or hopefully meeting up with the gnomish people again.
Mm-hmm. All right. If you're still moving at slow pace, where are you guys headed?
I think we're still going down the lake.
Oh, lake. I'll do what I've done before because it's one of these things. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that's a full day. I'll move you over here.
I want to say that's one day. If we're going slow pace.
Yeah, if you're going slow pace, I'll say you just see that's like a little nick and you're there. I'm reasonable. That would be a little bit stupid.
Yeah.
All right.
So some more survivals.
Rolls. So Freya at advantage.
Freya and Thrum and everyone else normal.
Nice.
Womp womp.
Of course, the one time you don't get advantage.
Yeah, well, that's why I always try to get advantage for anything I do because I know my roles.
Okay, so Thrum
And it doesn't help Freya.
Taskill succeeds. Is Nolgrim doing anything?
I think he's still going to just continue searching for historic artifacts because, even though he's kind of got an idea of what's going on, he still loves that chase.
Cool. Yeah, he might find something worthwhile.
And more artifacts to hand off to the gnome guy.
So, do you want second day?
Yep. Yeah. Give me second day while you guys are going. You get 10 pounds of food from the first day, by the way.
Okay.
They give me second day.
Second day, I'm actually going to do investigation with Nolgrim. Like,
Okay.
I'm not going to do advantage. I'm just going to do it myself. But
Yeah.
he doesn't need it, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Only so much picking mushrooms that you can deal with it each given
Yeah.
moment.
No,
Yeah, you can take a break. I mean, we're getting up there. We've got about 24 days worth of mushrooms for her.
I think Taskill's the only one that hasn't rolled the survival. Or that's going to roll survival.
So if we wanted to pick it back up and make some ground, I just think once we get down to about 10 mushrooms, that's when we need to start doing this again.
I
just figured we'd probably want to take it slow as much as we can while we have the Zan with us. Get some nice stockpile in.
Yeah, I mean, we got plenty of room.
Yeah, you got another 9 mushrooms.
Okay.
If you know what I mean, because that way, since he's with us until we get back to his town, maybe keep it a little slow for a while.
Like true pioneers exploit the natives.
Mushroom down.
Hey, he wants to be here.
Yeah, no.
I just got that.
Nolgrim, you're coming back from walking the coast to where the people are camping on the second day. And you find something really interesting that's very strange. Like resting just underneath a mushroom in a crumpled up little ball halfway between the coast and your camp is you find a pair of trousers.
Are they
They are-
fancy trousers?
They're human-sized. Also, they couldn't be that old.
Looking around for tracks of where they could have ran off to without pants.
Give me a survival.
Jesus.
Nolgrim's killing it, man.
Right.
You look around you and you see there's just like a mad scamper of barefoot human tracks all around this area. Like with a natural 20, you're 100% certain it's one person. You're also aren't 100% certain if he was manically running around like being chased or possibly by the foot distribution he was dancing.
Hello?
It eventually does lead off a direction that you can definitely track on a natural 20.
He would wander off and try to find the source of the pantsless person.
There's possibly a human down here?
You're walking, you got these pants under your arm, and you follow the tracks until you reach. It's not a clearing. It's literally just in the middle of the normal fungal jungle with giant dragonflies going around. You almost wouldn't have found it because it looks like a normal giant mushroom, but it's now that you look at it, it's actually too symmetrical, too neat, and you like walk up to it and you touch it, and it's actually made out of stone. It's a tower that is designed to look like a big mushroom.
Bloody hell, that's amazing. Anything that looks like a door is going to knock.
If you walk around the perimeter, you do eventually find like a stone door.
Knock on it. He is vastly curious about what's going on here.
You knock on it and you hear nothing.
Push on the door, see if it swings open.
You have to give it some muscle, but it slowly starts sliding open.
Hello? Anybody home?
Freya knocks on the door, but when she makes contact with it, she does a thunderclap.
No, it's just Nolgrim right now.
Oh, it's just him?
I have your
just
pants.
He said he wandered off on his own.
Oh, okay.
Well, I imagine we're all searching independently at this point anyways.
Yeah. Have fun getting eaten by the witch, bro.
Again, 8 wisdom. Rocking it.
All right. So you walk in, and it's a like a 20-foot circular room. And there's a spiral staircase in the exact center. And it's actually being lit by actual light. Is that there is green and blue like swirly lights kind of like making orbits along the perimeter of the ceiling.
Nolgrim's gonna think for a moment and think to himself, I should probably come back with my companions. This could go one of 2 ways. And so he would fold up the pants, leave them at the base of the stairs, and start to make his way out.
Hold on.
Go to make his
Before
way out.
you leave.
Yay.
Give me an initiative.
No, these are definitely getting a surprise round.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so let's see here. The lights suddenly shift. There's 2 green ones that take the forms of arrows, and then the blue one freezes into hard crystalline knives. So here we go. One of these. That hit you?
Let's see. No, that will not.
14?
Nope.
Okay, so you still take half these anyway.
Okay.
Oh, you take... Wow, that's a low roll. So you take 1 acid damage, and you take 3 acid damage.
Okay.
And then... 15 hit you?
Yes, that will.
Okay, so you're going to take... As one of these icy knives just whizzed through the air, you're going to take 5 cold damage, and then give me a dexterity saving throw as the knife explodes.
Fun.
Okay. You manage to dodge as it like slices through you and explodes in the wall, and the little shards are in everywhere, so you manage to dodge the additional ice damage.
Yep, out of here.
Yeah, you're right by the door, so you managed to just dip out for a second.
Yep. That could have gone worse, but it also could have gone better. Time to meet up with my companions.
Literally, as you're going out the door, just more like spells are just blasting the wall behind you. They're not coming out. But...
So he makes his way back to the party eventually and says, kind of still all wounded, whatnot, "You will not believe what I just found. It's amazing."
I'm pretty sure I can believe anything down here.
Damn, boy, you look a little bit bloody. What's going on?
A discovery. I found a surprisingly well-hidden tower of some kind. Looks like a mushroom made of stone. There's
a petrified mushroom?
I don't know if it was petrified, but I know it's hollow on the inside, and there's clear signs of habitation.
I think this place is getting to you.
Yeah, he's also holding pants, by the way.
What, whose trousers are those?
Whoever's in the tower.
Oh, there are people there. Those human trousers? Can you tell human trousers from not human trousers?
Human-sized, at least.
They're human-sized, at least. I mean, let's be fair here. This is a fantasy world. Elves mostly wear either flowy robes or skin tight. Let's be honest here.
Nolgrim checks the pockets if there are pockets.
There are not pockets because this isn't the 1940s.
That's awesome. That was about to get really good.
So I guess let's go to this magical stone.
Well, how the hell did you get all bloodied up, boy?
Magical wards, apparently.
Yeah, he's got like frostbite and acid burn.
Huh. All right.
Not quite bloodied, but almost.
Look over at Mika.
Miku.
Miku. Hey there, Mika. You know of anything
That's what he says.
that meets that description?
I've never been on this side of the jungle before.
All right. No rumors or anything, though, of
No.
some Schnurf dealing druid who lives out in the mushrooms.
With my telepathic form of communication, I understand what you said, but you said many words I do not understand.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
Are
Keep
you
on
all
moving.
Are you all gonna go to investigate the Materius Tower, or are you gonna?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I like this. I like that Snurb got changed to Snurf for cope.
It's like Snurb, but it's made of snuff.
Yep.
You just stick it under your lip.
Mark it on a map,
Oh yeah, here. Let me do that for you.
assuming, he's not deranged, which we're not ready to discard.
Oh, I thought we'd just go in, kill him, and take his castle.
Well, let's have that as a plan
This would be
C.
Snurb deposit.
I was talking about our brave explorer here.
Hey. Oh, right. There we go. Getting better about giving you little map icons.
He finally gave us green mushroom over there for the Zan. Of
Mhm.
Zan.
Yeah, I completely forgot
Yeah,
to
there's
do
Zan.
that before. All right. So you all gonna head. You all are easily able to find the strange tower. Who'd you want staying with the cart? Who you want coming with you?
Probably leave Miku and
Ivy.
Ivy.
Yep.
I will say before when we get there, I would like to investigate the doorway before anyone else approaches it.
Yep.
Because Rogue's gonna rogue,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
checking for traps and the like. Oops.
Boy, it looks like it's already open.
Yeah, you do. You examine it. You don't notice any traps or magical inscriptions. There is a locking mechanism that just wasn't locked when Nolgrim walked up.
And is the door still open?
Yeah, he didn't say he closed it.
Yeah.
You
Well,
just see the-
that's why I asked, because in case somebody came in and shut it.
Yeah, it's still open. You see the flashing lights of stuff circling around inside.
Those lights are medical wards, so best prepare yourself to deflect.
Do they look like they're triggered by anything, like inside, or?
Not with that 9 investigation.
Yeah, I know.
Speaking of, before we start wandering back in there, could somebody help me out with some of these wounds a bit?
Here.
Actually, since we did get time for a rest, I imagine.
Yeah, you could have taken a short rest.
Okay,
if you
so
wanted to.
I'll go ahead and just use hit dice because I forgot that was the thing.
Yep.
So
We haven't gone to any really dungeon crawly stuff yet, and that's when we usually wind up using short rests more.
Yeah,
I'll
there will be some dungeon crawly stuff later, but
No, it's all good. I'm just saying that's when you start using those more.
oh yeah,
Is it hit dice plus con?
yeah, hit dice plus con.
All right, so I use 2.
Oh, I always forget to add con.
You can choose to use one at a time until you
Yeah.
get full without having to any
Well,
penalty.
either way, 1 wouldn't cut it, so I'd have to use 2 at a minimum to get back to full.
Did that get him good?
Yep, I'm back to full.
Okay.
All right, so this time he'll equip his shield. Not a weapon, but a shield.
Yeah, Thrum will pull out his shield and battle axe.
I will move you guys over to the map.
I would like to just take a one of my candles that I carry with me,
Mhm.
kind of just throw it into the room and see what happens.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Okay. Also, is it still Defender wounded still, or do we just need to update his health?
I think Freya could definitely fully repaired it by now.
So
All right,
if you
you're
take
right,
the
yeah.
dodge action, as your action, you can still move, right?
Yeah.
All right. Think we ought to rush into the stairs?
Yep. So you guys see the door here, and I said you guys can see this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I set you guys up there. You can just choose how you come in through the door because you're prepared this time.
Is there Freya, are there any runes on the door that have these magical wards that you could take off?
Are there any runes on the door?
I was just trying to ask if you can, I don't know if you can dispel a ward or anything. I know nothing about your class.
You can
No,
give an
probably.
investigation if you want.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask. Is everyone cool with going an hour longer, or?
I'm
Yeah,
fine.
good.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure.
Does the stairs go up and down, or just up?
Just up. I know it's a little pixelated and weird, but it just goes up.
That's fine. I just wanted to double check before.
Yep. Yeah, there's no runes on the door at all. It's just a stone door with a locking mechanism. Though you're pretty sure that investigation it was shaped by magic, not by tools. So whatever these things are that attack, they're independent. If you got a better look at them, you might be able to do a knowledge arcana, but you would need to go inside for that.
I
Let
wanted.
me take the first run at it. Or your Sheila, and he points down at the dog.
The dragon?
Right.
I
So we
mean,
had-
you say that, but you haven't named it yet, so we're not going to call it Steel Defender.
I saw Sheila, Fender,
Fender Bender.
Rake, Pooh Boar.
I think we should name it Timian.
I think we should name it Giraffian.
Jer Bear.
Yeah, JB.
J Love.
J Lo. Look at all the natural 20s for initiative.
I know, right? All right, I think everyone's on there. Freya. Yep, good. Descending. So, you guys can of course delay however you want. So if we want, we can just skip to Thrum's turn if he wants to go first.
Mhm.
You can go first if you want there, Taskill. All right. So he'll step up and he's gonna, using the dodge action, try and run
you'd be
over.
you'd be more accurately here. Sorry.
Yeah. So we'd be going up that way.
Oh, okay.
I just
Oh,
sent you
because
an...
the map has other stuff drawn on it. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
So he'd try and run to the stairs using the dodge action.
Okay. Let me look at this thing's sheet real quick. Oh, hell no. Yeah, no. Nothing happens to you. You run straight up the stairs.
It looks clear, ladies.
Yeah, because you're still charging up the stairs. So let me reveal the next floor. you're here now, Thrum. You run up the next set of stairs and you enter another large circular room. Each of these rooms is about 10 feet tall, by the way. This one is filled with all kinds of beakers and tubes and boiling alchemical supplies.
And Thrum just waits, turns around, and yells back, I'm through to the next floor.
All right. And now it's the living acid arrows' turns. They are going to fly over to the steps, and they are going to fire at Thrum.
Damn it! They're like bees. They're chasing me.
11.
Miss, and they're at disadvantage.
Oh, right.
12 misses.
Okay. Either way, I think it'll also work. So let me roll this.
Yeah, that's funny because disadvantage, if you re-roll those with disadvantage, that actually give you an advantage if you got a second roll. Oh, but you take the lower. So
You take the lower one, yeah.
Yeah, it works. Okay.
So let's see here. You take 2 acid damage and 3 acid damage as the acid splashes on you.
Splashy.
And the little blue dots is because they're 10 feet off the ground near the ceiling. They fly.
Oh, so they can hit Thrum from there?
They're literally just like firing up because he literally just got just the next floor and he stopped. His feet
shooting
are
up the
visible
shaft.
from the first floor.
Gotcha.
Freya.
Okay. So he got passed up into there. Are these things like blocking the?
They are up near the ceiling, 10 feet off the ground, so you can just run underneath them. In fact, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
They don't even have reach.
Me and the Steel Defender are going to go at the same time.
All right, cool. So just remember, you like start from these doors, and then you can just do what you do.
That's a weird place to put entry doors compared to the overall map.
I know, right?
I know.
That's terrible.
They should have rotated around the other way. I don't know what's freaking wrong with these people.
Trying to go up that way if they attack or whatever.
They do not, because their attacks does not have reach if you're running underneath them, because they're 10 feet off the ground.
Okay. Then we run up the thing.
Yep. You're all piling up the stairs. I will say if someone fills this last space, then no one will be able to go up the stairs because you're too packed in.
Hey, we're getting too packed in.
All right. Nolgrim.
All right. Nolgrim's going to move in. And is it an action to try to check out whatever these are as far as...
I will say I'll let you do it as a bonus action.
Okay.
That feels like the most reasonable thing for knowledge rolls to make.
Knowledge... Arcana?
Arcana. Definitely, this is 100% Arcana. Okay.
Wow.
Now that you got a better look at these things, this is nothing dwarven. You 100% know that. This is a little bit crazy because this is like magic. This is like if you studied astrophysics and they talk about like dark matter. It's like it's theoretically possible, but you've never seen it. This is a spell, in this case, Acid Arrow, that is self-sustaining. It is a spell that is continuously being cast on itself. Now, normally, casters and wizards need to maintain a certain flow and concentration on a spell. That's how concentration is.
Yeah.
So that means maintaining enchantments over a long period need either some sort of inscription or ritual basis, or it needs someone directly focusing on it. This is neither of those things. It is literally just magical energy given its own pseudo-sentience, and it's just acting out. You either need to be very powerful or very crazy, and likely both, to make something like this.
No, that follows given that, what led me here was a pile of tracks found from a pair of pants that were left behind.
Yeah.
So, and with my action, I'm going to go full defensive.
Yep. I will also say with that high roll is that these things aren't like floating apocalypses.
Mm.
You think if you do enough disruption to them, you might be able to physically dispel it.
Okay. He'll make that announcement out loud and say that it is possible to break these down with enough damage, but I don't know how much it'll take. And actually...
Oh. They stung me, so I owe it to them.
Also, I'm just going to tell you this now. Big shocker, the acid arrow is immune to acid, and the ice knife is immune to ice. It's cold damage.
So, actually, instead of going full defensive with that bit of information, I'm going to actually lash out with a Eldritch Blast at the ice one.
Okay, the ice one?
Yep.
Yep. 22.
Sorry, ignore the grudge.
That will hit, and it does 7 damage.
Yep.
4 damage. Cool. Yeah, you kind of you fire a blast into it, and it shatters some of the knives, which dissipate into magical energy, and the thing kind of just like swirls about itself like an angry bee swarm trying to recuperate itself, but it's definitely smaller and weaker now.
Good. And then, as Nolgrim does that, he realizes, oh shit, we are barged into somebody's house, and I'm trying to destroy their wards. Maybe I shouldn't do that. And
Fergis.
So I have plenty of movement with my movement, action, and bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure I can just get into this room without blocking the stairway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, yeah, why are we doing this?
I don't know.
I don't either, but I'm just going with it.
Mm-hmm.
We're just trying to return his pants.
By the way, this room with all the alchemy equipment are lit by like I guess it would be like a continual flame spell on some torches, because I don't think
It's
they have,
not like we're trying to get his book back.
Yeah, you just come up here and it's just Amadeus. It's like, what are you doing?
Wrong book, nerd.
Yeah. Yeah, so you get all the way up there. It's this one's turn. It is going to, because it had enough time to recharge, it is going to use spell mimicry on Nolgrim. Patwing 23. I believe that'll hit.
Yeah.
Loki?
what was that?
23 to hit.
Yep, I'll definitely
Okay.
hit.
Give me a dex save while I roll up the damage here. Thankfully, no one's close enough to you that they'll get hit by the shards, except for you.
Yep.
So you take 13 cold damage.
Good thing I topped myself off, because, yeah, that one hurt.
Yeah, as if like 2 of the little knives thud into you and then just pop like shrapnel grenades.
Nope, take it back. Might have to break this. Fuck this thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my arrows won't do shit against these things, so you're on your own there, buddy.
Physical damage can disrupt them. Nolgrim would know from that one. It's basically, if we get to the magical metaphysics of it, if you disrupt the spell body enough, it just can't maintain its own energy.
I'm gonna kill the shit out of a spell.
Yes, I did just blatantly rip these off from the Eberron book, but Taskill.
Well, you know what time it is.
Hammer time?
Hammer time. Drop
I've
it
All right.
been around the world. From
Where you want
it?
next to Nolgrim. Yes, right there. I'll hit whichever one he hit.
He hit
Or
this
whoever
ice one
was
here.
it. Then I'll hit the one in front of him.
Okay, you'll hit this one here.
Yeah.
I'll say you're probably like right here, outside the door.
Mhm.
Oh, I should just erase that. Hold on. I sometimes forget where the fog is and where the fog isn't.
I always make it darker on my screen so I can...
It's probably what I should do. Okay.
Anyway, 19 versus AC, I guess.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 10.
Ooh, yeah, it's majorly disrupted now. It's kind of like squirreling about trying to maintain cohesion.
And that's I take my whole action. So
Okay. Thrum.
All right. Well, Thrum is running back down.
Okay.
And will you put me where I would pop up?
You would be about here.
Okay. And he'll
That's
step.
5 feet of movement.
Okay. And then he'd run to right out here. First one he sees, because I imagine it swirls around.
Yep, it's
Okay.
10 feet off the ground, by the way.
Okay. And so he would zoom up to big size. And
Your
then-
your head's like fully bumping against the ceiling, which is totally fine.
Damn spell bunnies. And then he'd
Not the
swing up.
bunnies again.
No,
Yep.
no.
No, God, I just said that. Sorry. And he would swing one-handed because he has his shield out. Oh, that's
Do you
terrible.
know his real cousin?
That will miss,
Yeah.
actually. All right. Living acid arrow time. One of them will attack Thrum. The other one will get lower, and it will attack Nolgrim.
Of course.
So here's Thrum. 9. Here is Nolgrim. 8.
Nope.
You guys are lucky I rolled terribly.
Mhm.
No, these things aren't the end of the world anyway. But yeah,
That's a nice one.
that's the turn. Freya.
All right. Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay, cool.
Do the stairs keep going up?
Yeah, they keep going up.
Yeah, let's go up.
Oh, God.
All right. You keep going up. I will reveal the next area.
Aggro all the boss.
Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, guys, I think I'm going to be probably going up with her. Oh, yeah, definitely not, actually.
How much movement is that to go up?
Let's see. You were here. 1, 2, 3. So you spent about 15 feet of movement. Hold on, I got to roll initiative for these living chromatic wolves. 19. So hey, it's actually right where it would be in the initiative order. What do you know? I mean, there's still more stairs going up. So
Poof, you're dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 15 feet right back down.
yeah. This room, you fleetingly saw, it's just filled with like animal bones and garbage. Yeah, you can move yourself back to.
Don't go up there.
Fergus, you hear a lot of buzzing of magical stuff above.
Gotcha.
All right. Nolgrim, assuming you don't want your Steel the Defender to do something there.
No.
You know,
So are you going to leave these defenses unharmed, or no more harmed? Since again, not our place, not our wards, or our
There's no reason for
powers,
us to be here.
I'm not opposed to leaving at this point either. Clearly, we are not wanted. Opinions. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm walking out.
I'm upstairs.
yeah, you guys are too far away.
And Thrum's just swinging at this thing like it's a bee.
I'm hurting. I'm going to step out and
I
not
realize-
destroy the wards that somebody went through some painstaking process to make.
Yeah. I think that's
Probably
a wise
we should
decision.
probably withdraw.
I realize.
This is your idea in the first place.
To explore the place, not trash it.
I need to get some good like kooky wizard music going on.
Given how you came back, I assume these things attacked you before. What are
I
you expecting?
don't know.
Good answer.
Remembering that you jumped in that pit of mold,
Oh yeah, you.
I'm wondering why we listened to you.
Wow, it got a 7 on it. It's got a +5. It's not terrible, but it definitely misses hitting Nolgrim as he disengages there.
Ah.
Because they still get AOs.
Oh, did not know that.
Yeah, they're creatures.
Oh, all right then. So yes, he is out and around the corner.
Cool. Fergus, you don't know what's going on down there. You just see Freya come down and say, "Don't go up there."
Even hollering up, it's the stairs are.
These things are not silent.
Okay.
And also, you're shouting through thicks down.
True.
So what's on this level again?
It's just a shit ton of alchemy equipment. Like, so much. There's even a few, like, potions and stuff.
I'm going to grab some potions and start grabbing stuff I could use to make an alchemy kit.
Don't steal from the crazy wizard.
Let me
That's
see.
in character.
Yeah.
The crazy powerful wizard.
There are 4 vials just on a rack that you can just grab easily. Getting enough for alchemy supplies would take longer than a single round.
Yeah.
But you could grab the entire rack. They're literally 4 identical vials of a purple potion, and they just have Roman numeral 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I'm going to make a wisdom check for myself. If I get lower than a 10, I'm taking them.
If you get lower than 10, you're going to get the shit beaten out of you.
Okay, I'm not going to take them. I thought better of it. So I'm gonna stealth and try to get back down below and see if I can see anything. So stealth 17.
Okay.
And try to sneak down so where the magic stuff doesn't see me and try to shoot at one of them.
Okay.
So like right here.
What are these things? The senses. Yeah, right there is fine. Yeah. Apparently they still have eyes. So yeah, they haven't quite noticed you yet, I guess.
Like maybe I just run down, or not run down, like slide down the stairs and fire off at one, and that's how they notice me.
Yep.
So would the ones next to me be a disadvantage, or would they be high enough up where I wouldn't have it?
No. They would be at this one right here is about eye level. This one right here is a little under 10 feet below you. So that one you could fire at totally normally.
Okay, I'll fire at that one. And if they didn't see me, that'll be an advantage.
Yep. Yeah, that'll hit.
For 18 points of damage.
Your arrow flies through it, and then like a puff of acidy mist, it disappears.
Well, and whatever else movement I would have, I would try to get down off the stairs.
Yep. You were right here, so that's. I think you spent 20 feet of movement already. Okay, and you bonus action.
Stealth, yeah. So 25, I would be like what right here, or would it go the other way?
No, it goes here and then here. Where this acid arrow is the bottom of the stairs.
Okay, so I would be able to end here for 25 feet of movement. And that's it.
Okay. Living ice knife. 1 second. Yeah, I think it's just gonna try to magic strike Thrum. Wow, why can I not roll high on these? That's 7. So I imagine that misses. But
oh yeah,
too bad there's these other 2 up here that are gonna spend. How much movement do they have? Oh, cool, 25. So it's like. Oh, nope. Over Freya's head, basically. And this one here as well, as they kind of zip down. And then they are going to fire off some spell mimicries. So this is gonna one against Freya, one against the Steel Defender. Freya, that'll hit. And Steel Defender, I imagine that'll hit.
Yeah.
So give me some deck saves. Okay. Freya fails that deck save. Steel Defender rocks it. So here's Freya's damage. 17 ice damage. 7 ice damage against your Steel Defender.
Cool.
1 second for Taskill's turn. There we go. That's better. All right, Taskill.
Yeah, well, guess moving it over to strike at that thing.
Yep. You can totally be 10 feet up in the air.
Yep. That probably won't hit.
That's a swing and a miss.
Michael, why are you eating the microphone?
Yeah, you're like deep-throating the mic there, man.
Huh?
All right. You doing anything else besides just move your spiritual weapon there, Taskill?
I can't see Freya. Guess I'll throw healing word. Well, actually, might as well walk over and give him the full cure light wounds. Spells. Does this actually roll if I click on it? Yes, it do. There you go.
Hey.
Be not dead.
This music is much better for this encounter.
Mhm.
All right. So Loki, you just healed 11, by the way.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what
right,
Kenneth
right,
just
gotcha.
did.
Gotcha. Good to know.
All right. I believe then it's just Thrum's turn.
All right, he's going to yell up to Freya, we're beating a retreat. Come on down, Lassie. And he will attack.
Attacking the ice knife again.
Yep.
Cool. That'll hit. It's looking very disrupted now, but it's still spelling, I guess.
How
Listen,
spell-like of you.
if it's one thing I've learned is that when you specifically describe stuff as insane, then you as the game master have to reckon with the fact that you yourself don't completely understand it. I've done enough Feywild stuff now to know that sometimes it gives me just as much of a headache. All right, so yeah, it's close, but it's not destroyed yet. Did you want to do anything else?
No.
Okay.
I mean, he's not blocking the stairs or anything, right?
Nope, you're fine. You're gonna get a
Actually,
nice...
he will move 5 feet down here. Sorry.
Oh, I know I should really have like a recharge macro, but I don't because I've been forgetting to do that for their abilities. It does not recharge. So instead, this acid arrow... Oh, that you moved away, the ice knife is going to get a spell strike then. Oh, it missed. Spell strike against Nolgrim. 22, finally!
Against Nolgrim?
Not Nolgrim, Thrum. I'm sorry. I'm clicking between 4 different character sheets here.
No worries, just making sure. I'm like, shit.
5 acid damage to Thrum.
Okay.
As it just like spell headbutts you. All right. And then this acid arrow is going to put over here, and it's going to fire a spell down at Freya. Uh, 14 to hit Freya.
That's a miss.
Okay. On a miss, the arrow splashes the target within half as much damage and no damage at the end of its turn. Q. So you'll take. Am I doing this right? Because it is acid. Oh yeah, it takes half this. I've been doing it slightly wrong. You take 5 points of acid damage as it splashes.
That takes Freya out.
Yeah. I was afraid that was going to happen.
Roll me a 1d20 as a luck check, Michael.
3.
Okay,
Yeah.
so unfortunately, your armor is just heavy enough that you don't start rolling down the stairs.
That's good.
No, that's not
that's
good. If it
bad.
was rolling down the stairs,
Oh.
then he would have just rolled along and maybe tripped Fergus, but he would have been on the bottom floor.
Steel Defender, fetch.
Nope, it only follows Freya's command.
I know.
The living chromatic orbs are going to look over, but they don't see anything that they deem as a threat, so they're stopping.
Like, do we see her limp body on the stairs, or do I at least?
You probably just hear a lot of spells and then a lot of...
Did we hear her scream or anything?
It's up to Michael. It was acid.
Yeah, sure.
Give me a death saving throw there, Freya.
What is that?
1d20. You're looking for a 10 plus.
Cool.
Okay, that's one failed saving throw. If you get 3, you're dead.
Awesome.
All right. Nolgrim.
I may be coming back as a Zan.
I will say, Fergus, that probably from there I was looking at the map, you can see. Right.
Okay, so I'm coming for you.
How's it going in there?
I would yell at everyone else, keep these things off me. They got Freya down. I'm going back for her.
Oh, Fergus, should you, though? Because what if they hit you?
No, not you. Let's clear them level by level.
Yeah, Freya's down. I'm going back up.
Hilariously enough, you guys got the Leroy Jenkins strike joke right. If you had gone floor by floor, you could have aggroed each of these things individually. It would have been much easier.
All right, Nolgrim's going to go in. 1, 2.
Well, we'll just consider this
learning experience.
Retribution for the Druid game.
And is there an action? Does aid allow disadvantage on attacks against Fergus?
No.
No. Okay.
That's very much a different ability for new classes.
Okay, wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Then I'll go there and fuck it. We've already attacked in Broken One, so I'll throw another Eldritch Blast at that one.
Okay.
Nope. That's about right.
You're gonna have to take them all out.
Hard whiff. Fergus.
Gonna go up the stairs, get next to Freya.
Yep.
I'm going to use my action to feed her my potion.
Yep.
So that's 2d4 plus 2.
And the beauty of it is those ice knives are 10 feet off the ground, so you won't be getting any attack opportunity for any of us.
So as I feed it to her, can I bonus action kick her down the stairs so she rolls down?
Absolutely.
So she's on the first floor now. So it's just me and the Steel Defender up here.
Yeah, she rolls down the stairs. Her momentum carries slightly, move her forward, and then she just rolls off the side here. Michael, take 1 bludgeoning damage.
It's still better to have her down there.
Yeah. I think you should actually be at 8 health total, not 6.
Yeah, you don't go into negatives.
Yeah, you don't go into negatives in this game.
You can never go lower than 0 until you're dead.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So you're awake now, just prone. Oh, right. I couldn't find a good prone one. Anywho.
I actually like the little boot that looks like it's tripping, honestly, for the prone.
Let me do a thing real quick. All their ice knives recharge.
Wow. That's just rude.
Yeah.
Look at that roll.
Also, Yeah, the lineup 666. We're all gonna die.
We are in Satan's castle.
Well, one is going to fire at Thrum, and then one is going to fire at the Steel Defender, and the other one's going to fire at Fergis. So, Thrum.
That's a miss with his shield on.
Okay. So you're good. Oh, hit or miss. So you still have to do the
Dexterity.
Dexterity.
Okay. Dex save.
Yeah, that hit or miss, and you still take damage. It really sucks.
Oof.
So you still take
Wait, are these the acid? I thought the acid does the prolonged damage. Yeah,
Yep.
I got it mixed up.
You still take 10 ice damage, cold damage.
Would I take half?
No, you take all of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
because it's
Oh,
saber,
yeah, it's the other one
suck
that does the half. Okay. And
technically would have hit the acid arrow.
no, it's 10 feet off the
Yeah,
ground.
you're right. You're right. It actually would have hit the acid
And you're
arrow.
10 foot. You're 10 foot
Yep.
tall right now. So
Absolutely right. It totally hits the acid arrow. Let me roll its dex, which is.
well, it still takes half.
It still takes half. It still takes half. But it's amazing that happened. Okay, and now here we go. Some ones against Fergus and the Steel Defender. So Fergus.
That will miss me.
That'll miss. And Steel Defender. That'll miss.
So we have to make 2 dexterity
Yep.
saves.
Also, don't ignore this. I'm just checking. Oh, okay. Now I understand how the spell I set up works. Cool. You know, you make these things, and then you forget these things.
I did it at advantage because I figured I had to make 2 since we're 5 feet from each other.
Yep.
So
You succeed both, Fergus, so you're just not taking any damage. The Steel Defender, give me a second one as well, because you're getting caught in the blast radius of the second one. Just another, yeah, okay, cool. So you're only taking 5 cold damage to the Steel Defender. Wow, they all recharged in 1 round. What was that?
I know.
I also just love the fact that this is so fitting for assaulting a wizard's tower. You guys fought a literal army of drow, and you came out on top. And then you run in half-cocked in this tower. You're like, lots of little attacks, run!
Also wizards, and it's unavoidable damage pretty much. So
Pretty much. Oh, yeah. What's dangerous about it. It's a pretty gnarly gauntlet. All right. Taskill.
That we have 0 reason to be running.
Yeah. It hits. Roll damage.
I mean, you can say that about all of D&D, really.
This acid arrow here is very close to being dissipated completely. For the record, they're taking full damage from force. Most stuff does. It's super rare for stuff to actually be resistant to force damage.
Yeah. Anyway, then walk over and cure wounds.
Hey, I imagine that's on Freya.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So Michael can add that to his sheet. Thrum.
Alright, Thrum will hit the thing that just hit him.
Okay. The ice knife.
Yep.
That'll hit. And you pop it. Oh, shit. Yeah, you smash through it and it dissipates and it's just like little sprinkles of snow as it ceases to be.
We got her, Fergus. Come on down, boy. And he would 5-foot step down.
God, there's a lot of turns before I get to mine.
All right. Acid arrow time.
Fuck it. No, we've already taken out too many of them. We gotta loot this tower now.
Yeah, we're definitely looting this tower.
One of them recharges.
But after we go outside and rest.
So one of them is going to try to spell strike Thrum. 13. Imagine that misses.
Miss.
If we go outside and rest, the wizard will show back up. Do you really want to mess with a fucker who can set all of this up?
We think he's in here is the crazy
Do
thing.
we?
Yeah. We think he's at the top.
It's where the tracks led, and you should be warned, he has no pants.
Can you imagine a more dangerous individual?
We better get out of here. He is going to be very pissed off at us.
Acid arrow against Fergus. 19.
That'll hit.
So you take 10 acid damage, and then on your next turn, end of your next turn, you'll take an additional 2d4. I've been doing that wrong this entire time, but now I've got it.
I just really would love to have a stone mushroom tower. It's one of our bases.
Mushroom base.
Hold on.
Punk ass wizard bitch base.
Now it's the living chromatic orbs.
But we are just breaking into this guy's house.
Yeah. Well,
That's why
Okay.
Nolgrim's hesitant to just full rush through.
I'm gonna say, actually no, one has an angle, but this one's actually gonna zip down. And
Holy shit. If Fergus goes down.
there's gonna be 2 spell mimicry attacks against Fergus. These are just good news is if they miss, they miss. There's no additional automatic damage. Bad news is if they hit you, they do 3d8. Ooh. 24?
Oh, yeah.
24.
Oh, yeah.
oh my god.
One is doing lightning damage, the other is doing poison damage. So,
I have
lightning
half
damage.
poison, don't I?
So it's 10 lightning damage, 5 poison damage that gets halved.
Okay, so I'm still
Every time chromatic orb casts, they can change their damage type. So I just picked them at random.
I'm just gonna call down, get your defender out of here!
Freya, you're prone, but you're got health now.
I'm going to stand up.
Mhm.
Run out of here. And command my steel defender to do the same.
Actually, standing up takes half your movement, so I believe you're still here. Yeah, because if I round up, then you just move 15.
Can he use his action to dash?
Oh yeah. No. Yeah, you can. Yeah, so you can get all the way out, and then you can just give your command to the steel defender.
Yeah. So that's 15 feet down. Yeah, he can make it no matter what. He's fast.
All right. That's your turn, Nolgrim.
Gonna attack this acid arrow.
Yep.
Borrow my move action, draw my war pick, and attack it.
It's 10 feet off the ground.
Oh, okay. Then even better. I was worried I'd have disadvantage with the range attack. So Eldritch Blast, go!
Pew pew.
That'll hit it, and it'll poof it against the ceiling, which sizzles lightly.
Then move action, clear the way, and make room for the retreat.
Yep.
Yeah, no, fuck it. What's even the point of retreating right now?
To recover health, and then we're gonna come in and loot the whole fucking place.
No, you guys come out here.
Actually,
We'll recover
yeah,
your guys'
get
health.
out.
We don't need to rest. We don't know if these things are on a timer or whatever.
If they're on a timer, then best. I think we're better off resting and going back with a fully refreshed base than coming in as we're at now.
Also attacking from the doorway next time.
Yeah.
You guys aggroed all 3 floors.
Hey, not all of us.
I know. It's just hilarious to me. Well, not all 3. There's more floors than this. Those stairs kept going up. Fergus, it's your turn.
Are any of them within reach of me, or are they all at a
they're all
distance?
10 feet off the ground.
Okay,
so
fuck it.
can
I'm
just
gonna
run.
go and grab the potions. Then I'm gonna move and bonus action out of here.
Yeah, it's an action to grab the potions, but you can just grab the entire thing and tuck it underneath your arm.
And then I have 50 feet of movement because of my movement and bonus action. I basically just grab and try to kill my family, you fucking motherfuckers. I just limped down.
Yeah.
You just see me with the potions. I'm not even hiding them.
You just talked to spells.
He's hurt right now. So let me see. If he was right here, that would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45, 50. He'd be able to get to there.
Yep. All right. Ice dive. One of them recharges.
Of course they do.
So they're going to come down here. So that's one of them gets here up at the top of the ceiling. The other one is only here. So this one, the one that didn't recharge, so it's just going to magic strike Thrum. Ooh. You take 9 cold damage.
Is that a melee attack?
It's a melee attack.
Then he is going to use some of this goodness.
Yeah. And meanwhile, the one that did recharge this ability is going to fire a ice knife at Taskill.
Mm-hmm.
But let me take a damage in an encounter. I believe that hits.
Mm-hmm.
So give me that dex. Yeah, you're the only one that'll receive this. So give me that dexterity saving throw. So you take 2 cold damage no matter what, and then you take an additional. So you take a grand total of 11 cold damage.
Me or Thrum?
Taskill, you.
Okay. We kind of overlapped our damage things. I know he was doing parry and all that.
Yeah. He was just
sorry
doing it
about
for the one that spell struck him.
Yeah, I totally forgot I had that ability.
Mm-hmm. All right, but that's their turn. Taskill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bonus action to have the hammer strike at the nearest one.
Yep. Yeah, that'll hit. You hit really consistently with those, I have to say.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
these things have +5, and I seem to be missing a lot. And I don't think you've missed a spiritual weapon all session. But yeah.
The nice thing is you don't have to hit with these guys when you do with the natural 20 anyway.
Mm-hmm.
15. Nice. Another 5 feet to get further away from the door.
Yeah.
Technically below Nolgrim.
Yeah, I gotcha. All right, and that leaves Thrum. It's your turn.
All right, Thrum's gonna
Grab
Step.
Fergus and carry him out.
step over and well, hold on.
Scoop up Fergus.
Hold on. Let me think. He has. Yeah, he's got to go. No, he's gonna step down here and defend the doorway for Fergus to step out.
Okay, it'll get an attack of opportunity.
And he'll. Oh yeah. Well, are they? Oh yeah, they're 10 feet up. Okay.
Yep. They hit you.
Yep.
So it's 7 cold damage to you.
Is it a melee attack?
It is a melee attack.
Okay, gonna do that again.
Hopefully you keep track of your number of superiority die.
Yeah, I'm down 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was good.
Come to think of it, is this like the first time in any of our games that any of us have tried to assault like an actual for real wizard's tower?
No, we did it in that one city that the bugbears occupied during the.
Davern.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that's right.
Didn't
Right.
one of Michael's games have a wizard's tower?
Mine did. The first one you guys did where you had Micken and everything before you went back in time, that was technically a wizard's tower.
No, that's true.
That was an abandoned one though, wasn't it?
No, it was active,
Oh,
and they were
okay.
doing shit there. That's why you were there.
It
I
just
remember
feels like
the
it's been a while.
Which game would have had a wizard's tower? I don't remember.
Yeah, it's a long time.
It's a tropey thing anyway, so it's bound to happen
You
occasionally.
know, it's fun. So you hit this one that just hit you there, Thrum?
Yeah,
Close
and I
one?
missed my extra 1d6 on that. So
Okay, so it does a total of that. Okay. Yeah, it's still hanging in.
That was a dumb swing. I should have used the dodge action instead.
All right. Living acid arrow. It's just going to spend all of its move to come down here because they're actually not the fastest flyers. Living chromatic orbs. Oh, I forgot to roll this. Hey, the acid arrow recharged.
Oh, joy.
I sure hope they're not the fastest flyers. Holy shit.
But the chromatic orbs did not recharge. So this one will come down here. Actually, the chromatic orbs will just stay up here in the alchemist layer. They won't get too far away from their stations. All right, Freya. It's you, Matt. Go.
He's muted.
I'm just gonna wait for everyone else to get out.
Okay.
I guess I'll heal. I guess I'll cure light wounds on Fergis.
Okay.
I forgot you had that spell.
Yeah. Artificers and wizards are like tied for some of the most utility casters.
D8 plus 3. You heal 8.
I'll take it.
Nolgrim, are you holding?
Yeah, I'll just wait outside.
Okay. Fergus.
I'm gonna pop a shot at this one before I head out the doorway.
Absolutely.
Because why miss a chance for sneak attack? Oof.
That miss.
I missed a chance for sneak attack. I'm out of here.
Okay.
Wouldn't you have had advantage?
No, because they don't have fairy fire, and I wouldn't stealth.
Hey, one of them recharges.
South Thrum does.
So one of them's gonna move in there to try to get you there, Thrum, and the other one's gonna ice knife you.
All right.
So spell strike against Thrum, that'll miss. Spell mimicry. Ooh, that looks like it's a hit. Give me that dex save. You're taking 7 cold damage no matter what.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, right. You're only taking 7 cold damage.
Phew. And that was a spell, right?
Yeah, that was a spell.
Okay. We'll be able to get out then.
Yep. I mean, do we just want to fast forward to Thrum disengaging and getting out?
Yeah, he just disengage
Okay.
and shrink down and get out.
Okay, so I'll move you guys back for the other map.
I mean, we can see if that one more hammer strike.
Oh, yeah.
Take
You,
another one out, but
you can roll that real quick if you want.
Nope.
Nope, that'll miss. Okay,
You jinxed him.
so you all pile out to get away from this madness.
As we leave, I'm like, good news. I got 4 new potions.
What do they do?
Damn it, Nolgrim.
I have no idea.
What?
Why didn't you tell us it had so many damn booby traps in it all the way up on every floor?
Because I only went to the first floor and I saw 3.
Alright. So you guys head back to camp.
Yeah.
So you limp back to camp. Miku's just kind of standing there in his usual semi-rigid form, kind of surveying the jungle edge. And Ivy is just relaxing on top of Eski, and she sees you come back all totally beat up and like acid burnt and shit. She's like, "So, how'd it go?"
Could have gone better.
I still think we go back and kill everything in that tower.
And at this point, I'm not opposed to that.
Lads, that was our own stupid fault for going into a wizard's tower without knocking on the door and getting him to come out first and talk to us.
I already tried knocking. There was no answer.
What
I
we
tried
just
opening
did
the
that-
door and hollering in. There was no answer.
Well, at least you tried, but
All I know is I'm petty and I want revenge. I mean, I guess it'd be revenge on something we did, but my point still stands.
I think you gotta learn to take your lumps when you're giving them. We just got dealt a big slice of humble pie there.
Speaking of, and I kind of like hold up the potions, can anyone identify what these things do?
maybe.
That'd be Arcana.
Or the identify spell.
That would be proficiency with alchemy tools.
I do not have that.
And you also need alchemy tools.
I think you can use identify, can't you? Even if it's not a magical item.
You can, but I'm ruling this for these potions because some potions in my setting are technically not magical.
I guess I'll just write down 4 wizard potions for now, because I don't think anyone has proficiency with alchemy except for. No, I guess what's her name? Freya has it, doesn't she?
I have what?
Alchemy proficiency, or can't you get it with your changing tool proficiencies during a short rest or something?
I have right tool for the job, which I can get an alchemist kit or alchemist tools. You know what I mean?
I thought that they also gives you proficiency while you do that, though, too.
I mean, I have it. Let me see.
I don't know. I was just trying to think outside the box of that because I don't think anyone else has those proficiencies. As much as I tried to push for it.
Something I might be missing something, but I don't think that's in the. I mean, this is right tool for the job. But you would still need proficiency with the tools. That's kind of weird.
Do you need proficiency, or can you do it without the proficiency and just not have the proficiency bonus?
You would not have the proficiency bonus. I would let you do it for this one.
Okay, so
I'm not trying to rake you guys over the cold for this one. It's just because sometimes it's kind of the fun of random potions.
So would that just be a fly intelligence check then?
Yeah, if you have the tools.
So she would be able to make a flat intelligence for him. But...
All right, so we're gonna do it
17
by each potion.
Okay, that's the number 1. I imagine.
That's the number 1. Let's see. I'm trying to remember because some of these have Pathfinder spell effects that I know have an equivalent in 5th edition. I'm just trying to figure out what that is real quick. Hold on.
Playing a dangerous game, Gombo.
Oh, wow. I'm a dum-dum. Okay. The number 1 is a healing potion. It's 2d4 normal healing potion, 2d4 plus 2.
Okay, I won't have to delete that off of my inventory then. I already had 1 in there. So
number 2. Don't know.
Yeah, you're not certain.
Number 3.
11.
11. You're not sure the exact details, but it is some kind of poisonous substance.
Poisonous substance.
I feel like meeting you halfway there for a partial success.
Okay. And number 4.
Number 4. Wow, you actually managed to hit it. It's a filter of love. You drink it, you fall in love with the first thing that you see.
Oh, I am going to give this to Thrum next time we come across that drow lady. I am keeping that.
I will say
that is my plan.
You're not 100% certain on how long it lasts. It could be a couple days, couple hours, or it could be forever.
Oh, I don't care. I'm still going to plan on using
Thrum smashes it on the ground.
You don't know my plan. You in character don't know my plans.
Pause. You don't know Freya doesn't tell you it's giant strength potion.
Yeah, currently Freya's the only one that knows all this stuff.
I mean, it depends on what she says.
As funny as it would be, we probably don't need you falling in love with a mushroom.
Hold out
or better yet, instead of...
Oh yeah, you weren't here for that, were you?
The whole campaign could have just come crumbling down.
Or better yet, we give it to the drow lady and make sure she sees Thrum first.
Either way...
Michael, were you here last session? I don't think you were.
No, he was not. He didn't meet Hestia, the drow that quote unquote captured.
AKA, there's a ship going on between her and Thrum.
Either way, I say we keep this in responsible hands.
And who's that?
Well, to Freya, it would definitely be Taskill.
Yeah, because Taskill's for pop.
Just ruin my fun then.
But the fun in camps, why don't you? Sorry, I love that joke from Helsing Abridged. Wow.
So, Taskill, you can put Filter of Love in your inventory. I'll just label the one that's unidentified as number 2 Wizard Potion.
Mm-hmm. So, recap for everyone keeping track at home. They found, broke into, and then proceeded to rob part of a wizard's tower with no context.
I mean, I would have left them there if it wasn't for the fact that, one of our people went down and I almost died.
I know.
At that point, it was just vindictiveness.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah, when breaking and entering, if you get hurt, then you need to start stealing.
Yeah.
Or sue them. I mean, that's happened in real life.
We were just there to return his pants.
It just spiraled out of control.
Right?
I loved it so much. Oh man, after all those encounters, you guys absolutely crushed. Just the sheer panicked chaos of this one, I love so much.
You threw us against things that do damage no matter what.
No, we threw ourselves against it. Come on now.
Yeah, and to be totally fair, I was just getting really good on those spell recharges.
Yeah. Also, we kind of went up way too many floors at a time. We should have. That happened to us last time we were in a wizard tower. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Well, the second floor didn't have anything on it.
And then the third floor had so many.
Yeah.
Mistakes were made.
And I didn't know they would travel between floors.
Oh, man. I think that's as bad as good a place as we could ever ask for to end the session.
Yeah.